Yeah, that's why I kind of like moved it a little bit closer to me. It's like right here, right? Right there. Okay. So as long as it's moving, right? Okay. Hell yeah. Fuck. We are.
We are live, boys.
It's such fucked up cauliflower here, dude. Yeah, dude.
Let's go. All right. All right, we're live. You can hear me good.
Dude, he beat the dog shit out of fucking Alvarez, dude. I remember watching that fight, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh yeah,
So
ESPN was just doing they were like replaying everybody on this card. It was like replaying their old fights, which they've never done before. It was so fucking dope. I watched like a bunch of their old fights. They just put them on replay, which they've never done. It was sweet.
you sent this shit out to Birdo.
Oh, that's a good idea. I think he said he was gonna watch too.
Dude, he looked rough today at work, bro. He looked like he was fucking.
Yeah, he's pissing me off, dude.
Why? What happened?
He's just he's always fucking tired. Like, dude. Signs up to work Saturday, and then he's like, "I'm tired."
Well, fuck, dude. That's what he gets for being an all nighter, going out to the bar.
Is that what he was doing?
Yeah, I was talking to him at
That's what I
midnight,
thought.
dude.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? He's like, I haven't slept. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I was out with Keo and Kyle. I was like, dude, what are you doing
Oh,
here
he
then?
didn't tell me he was out with them.
Yeah, he said he went out to the bar and he didn't sleep. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, he told me he stayed up, but he didn't tell me that he was out at the bar. The little fucker. I assumed he was, but I don't know why he wouldn't tell me.
I told him to come in early so you guys can get out early, but that was a lot of shit to do.
Yeah, I talked to Matt, and he said he was like, "Nah." I was like, "All right,
I
whatever,
don't
dude."
understand why you guys wouldn't be able to come in early. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, dude, this setup's dope.
I in the bio I put I'm with semi-pro soccer player and high-level wrestler Miguel Lara.
Shut the fuck up, dude. High level wrestler.
Yeah, I'm not lying.
I'm fucking
Not
watching that
lying.
now, bro.
It don't matter. That's why you were a semi-pro soccer player, right?
Yeah.
Semi-pro. Yeah.
Yeah, I played all in high school. I played like rec and I played select. And then I played 2 years at Clark. And then I would just go to open tryouts and hang out with a lot of people. And then I actually ended up going FC Spark, the team in Vancouver. They play a lot in
Mm.
like Delta Park and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah, and they were in the same league and stuff as like the Portland's B team and all that cool shit. So it was cool.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking wild. I don't know shit about soccer, but
As long as I'm talking to the mic, where you can hear me, we're good.
yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
You're
it
good.
was cool, man.
Yeah, that's wild.
So what made you want to do this? You know what I mean? Like I know that you're
I
super into
literally just
MMA and
thought about
stuff.
it. Like I watch the fights with all my friends every weekend, anyways. The only difference is there's a mic in front of us now. That's
Oh,
about
really?
it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm always watching the fights, and uh, a lot of it was I would listen to other people commentate the fight, and I feel like they didn't know what they were talking about, and it would, like, annoy me really bad. I'm like, "They got 5,000 people watching this show, and they don't even know what they're looking at?"
Fucking Tony Ferguson.
Oh, yeah, he's fighting Bobby Green on the main card. That's gonna be fucking sweet, dude.
So I know like you're super into MMA and stuff, but like you follow boxing quite like pretty.
Not as much. It's too confusing because there's so many UFC fighters that, like, I only know like, the tip of the spear boxers. I don't get very deep into it, but I do love watching boxing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm super into like boxing and shit too. And I was
Yeah.
just gonna say, Caleb Plant just smacked the shit out of Jamal Charlo. I don't know if you saw that video.
When, yesterday?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
yesterday.
he slapped him?
Yeah, like smacked the shit out of him. You can pull up on YouTube. It's probably still over
Dude,
Instagram.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, they were backstage. I think the fights that happened yesterday. They were back there altercation. Caleb Plant fucking left hand, kind of like what Canelo did to Plant.
Yeah, yeah.
Smacked the dog shit out of him, bro. Like bad.
Really?
Fuck yeah, pull this shit up, dude. I'm telling you, he smacked the shit out of him.
Oh, dude,
I
I
couldn't
gotta
really
see
hear
this.
what he was saying, but he said like don't. I think he said like don't say something like that. But dude, like literally what Canelo did to him, he smacked the fucking shit out of him. He didn't do anything. He just stood there, and then I couldn't tell if it was his twin brother or not, but a
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, I don't know which one's older.
They're the same, I think
Oh.
Jamil, the one that's fighting Canelo,
Yeah.
is the older one. I think he's only older by like maybe a minute.
Dude, I typed in C on YouTube, and it says Caleb Plant slaps Charlo.
Smack the shit out of
What
him,
the
bro.
fuck? That's hilarious. Caleb Plant punches Jamal Charlo across the face after Spence. Da da da.
Yeah, I think it was right after the weigh-ins.
Won't
He
even
fucking
load.
smacked the shit out of him.
Caleb Plant Charlo for grabbing his face.
Well, I don't know if he
So they.
grabbed his face or not, but
That's
dude,
what this video
it was
says.
pretty bad.
Like they wait. Did they face off or something?
Yeah, so tonight it's Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
fighting, and then I think they were just there for like the weigh-ins and shit like that. And whatever happened, dude, same like I said, same thing that Canelo did to him.
yeah.
Smacked the dog shit out his face.
Dude, he smacked the piss out of him. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Oh
He didn't even do
shit.
anything. Like if you watch the whole video, literally he stood there and then Caleb saying something like, "Oh, like don't say." He said, "Don't say something about something." I don't know what he said because everybody's like talking shit.
Yeah, yeah,
He just stood there and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna hit my face." But yeah, see this guy right here in the black hat. He
yeah.
comes up and then you see Charlo come up and he doesn't even say anything. He's like, "Oh, you hit my face," you know. And he
Mm.
didn't hit his fucking face. Dude. He smacked the shit out of
Yeah, dude. That is wild. It cranked his fucking head around,
him. Yeah.
dude.
And like,
Jesus.
I'm not a huge fan of the Charlos. You know what I mean? Like the one that's fighting Canelo, he doesn't do a whole lot of like shit talking and stuff. You know, he backs it up and he's actually active. But
Yeah.
Jamal, dude, he hasn't fought in 2 years. He hasn't defended his belt in 2 years, and they haven't stripped him yet of it. You know what I mean? He's
Wow.
talking
Yeah,
all this
yeah,
shit that
yeah.
he's gonna like, oh, I'd whoop Canelo's ass or like Benavidez or Caleb Plant stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. But he doesn't want to fight anybody.
Yeah, they're ringside at a lot of the fights.
Yeah, that's what I think is funny.
When they talk shit, dude, I get so hyped to watch them fight. So I'm like, damn, they think they could beat up Canelo and shit, and then they don't fight. Like nothing ever happens. But that's just boxing.
Yeah,
What I like about UFC is like two guys talk shit to each other, and then it's like next month,
yeah,
fight signed, and you're like, oh shit.
that's what
But
I think is
boxing,
dope.
it's like people just talk shit, and then it's like they might fight in like 6 months maybe, but
And that's like I think that's like the biggest thing that's like the downfall of boxing is like you don't have to fight them. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Even if it's like a mandatory, like that it's ordered by like the WBC or WBO or whatever it is, they don't have to fight them.
uh huh,
They can be like, oh no, I'm not fighting them. What do? They strip their belts. They're like, oh
yeah, yeah,
yeah, like oh yeah, I couldn't make weight. They just make it some bullshit excuse. You know what I mean? Like Devin Haney, he's mandatory is Shakur Stevens, which we were just talking about this at work, bro. Yeah, and he's moving up to 140, and he's gonna fight somebody else. You know what I mean? Because in my opinion, he's just ducking Shakur. But that's just my opinion. Oh, 100%, dude. Like as soon as he beat Lomachenko, Shakur came in the ring for like the next fight interview. Like, oh, the fight's on. He's your mandatory now. You know what I mean? And Devin didn't say he's like, oh, I'm number one. If you watch like the video, and then Stevens was like, yeah, for now. And then as soon as like it got ordered, he's like, "Oh, we're moving up to 140. We're gonna fight." I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I think he's like the WBC belt holder at 140, which is I believe it's junior welterweight. And
I can't even think of who it is.
it's I can't pronounce his name. It's like
Is he Russian?
no, he's a. Pull up his name here. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Progress. But he like petitioned too. Like he'll get stripped of his other belts, but he wants to still keep his WBO belt, or maybe it was his WBC. I'm not sure which one exactly it was.
I just saw Adrian Broner said he wants to fight Regis.
Yeah, that's the one that Devin Haney's moving up to fight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He said he's trying to steal the fight from Devin Haney.
I don't know. Like Adrian Broner's on the down decline, dude. Like he super good at one
Dude, he
point,
has
dude.
gray hair. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
Like,
you see his beard?
yeah,
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 dude.
he's got a gray beard. I was like, what the fuck?
That's what I don't know. He is a skillful boxer still, bro. But I think like these younger kids like Devin Haney or like Stevens and even the guy that Haney's wanting to fight, dude. Like no, you know what I mean? Fountain of youth is always on the youth side. But
Yeah,
then you do
yeah,
get dudes that like they're tail end of their career that still come back and like knock people out. So,
yeah. No kidding. Yeah, boxing, dude. Those guys take a lot of punishment. It's hard to like. You'll see vets in the UFC like Randy Couture won the heavyweight belt, and he's like 50. He was still fighting in his 50s, but you don't really see boxers like that unless they're like doing expeditions like Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. But those
yeah, that
guys,
one was cool.
those motherfuckers take punishments. They accredit that to that 8 count, that standing 8 count.
Yeah,
Like you get TKO'd in MMA, they stop it. There's no getting up and
yeah,
give you time to recover. It's over. But boxing, you could get fucked up, get a 10 count or a standing 8 count, and then keep going after you're already fucked up.
yeah.
Yeah, those guys take some punishment.
That's why a lot of boxers have a lot of like like head trauma or they have a lot of like issues after their career, like where they're what do they call it, like punched out boxer or whatever.
Exactly.
They
Yeah.
have all these head problems or like they always have is it ALS or whatever. Their motor skills are like
CTE.
yeah,
Yeah.
their motor skills and everything's just all fucked up.
Yeah.
But Joe Rogan, that guy's a fucking beast. I feel like I'm not even talking into the mic right, but apparently I am. I don't know.
You are, as long as it's moving.
Well, at least it's picking up something.
Yeah. Mine looks like it's moving a lot louder than yours, but it might just be the
I don't know. Maybe it's just like how I have it, like position or something. I don't know.
maybe. As long as it's moving.
Yeah.
I had to like individually set these to like you have to talk this loud into this one. You got to talk that. I tried to get them perfect, but they're different mics, so you got to like tweak them.
Oh
So I
yeah.
might just had yours like
I don't
uh
know. It's moving, so as
yeah.
long as it's moving, you said it, we're ready to
Yeah.
talk. But
Yeah. You might just have to talk louder, but you're talking loud enough where it's picking you up.
oh, that's
After these, this is just like a first test, dude. Like, next weekend, I'm obviously gonna rewatch this shit and be like, oh, Miguel wasn't getting picked up as much as I want, and then I tweak everything, and then the next week it's gonna get better every week.
yeah, that'd be cool.
But, and these mic stands move too, so you can
Yeah,
put
that's
it
why
wherever you
I've been
want.
messing with it to like just
Yeah,
make sure that you're picking up, everything I'm saying.
yeah, it'll pick it up and just get comfortable. Put it however you want. I'm gonna get better chairs too. I got the fucking king's chair. I make you guys sit at the dinner table, but
The dining room table,
yeah, dude.
but it's all right.
That's all I had, but we'll move up. We'll move up. Get some donations or some shit.
Yeah. Does it show you like if people are tuning into it and stuff like that?
Yeah, I just have to keep an eye on it.
That's cool. Anybody on it so far?
I'm posting on Facebook telling people to come watch it, but
There you go.
I'll check in just a minute. It's gonna take a while for people to see the link, and and then
I,
click on it,
I like how you like
and then see if they
you
stay.
for the fucking link. You like say my name and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Why'd you never put Nick on that?
Well, he wasn't here yet.
Oh,
I'm gonna put him on this one.
what are you gonna say?
Come watch UFC 291 with, let's say, the boys. You don't have a Facebook, do you?
No, dude, I deleted Facebook.
That's what I
Probably
thought.
like 5 years ago.
That's what I thought.
I just got tired of like the cycle going through like Snapchat, Instagram,
I know.
Facebook, and then like I don't know what 20 minutes later you do the same thing and it's never anything that's new. You know what I mean? Like here and there it'd be like refreshed and be something like new, but I just got tired of the cycle, so I deleted everything for a while and then I just
Yeah.
brought back Instagram and Snapchat.
Yeah, dude, I feel you. Like, you gotta check 10 different apps and shit. It gets
Yeah.
so annoying, but we can't paste this link. Mm, there we go. All right, another Facebook post. Oh, Neil just did a promo. You want to hear it? Watch this.
Neil did that?
Watch
Fucking Neil.
this. Dude, he's
I
a pro.
I just
He's
remember
a
like when
fucking
you
pro.
brought him over to the Halloween party, like
Oh
him and
yeah,
Jonah
yeah.
just talking shit to each other. I'm like, what the
Dude,
fuck?
that's their thing. I can't believe Jonah works with us now because you'll see what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
you said that you
But
saw him walk by, but I mean, I must have just missed him like when I looked over or something. But Jonah's
yeah,
a
yeah,
funny. He's a funny fucking
he
dude,
was
bro.
kind of determined when he walked by. I told you after the fact, after he already walked by, but
Yeah,
when he gets on the floor, I thought he'd be out on the floor by now, but
I think they're
you'll see
putting him on
whenever.
the. I think they're supposed to start on Monday on the floor. I think that's at least their plan.
Okay, yeah. And Neil commented and said that took me 10 takes. Well, you did a pretty goddamn good job, dude. Do it like a pro.
Where's he work at?
Um, Columbia Wellness.
Oh, okay.
You know what that is?
Isn't that in Kelso, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some of our friends like to hang out there.
Like who?
I don't know.
People that like we work with, or people that we know.
No, no, no. People that we know from high school. It's like where like drug addicts and homeless people go pretty much for like help. I think,
Yeah, I'm not trying to out anybody, but I mean, if we know him, I'm always like, who the fuck is it?
dude. Neil said, "Steven, shh, HIPAA," because he's not allowed to tell
Oh
anybody
yeah.
who's
Well,
there.
that's what I'm saying. I was like, that's why I was like, who the fuck is it? But
Yeah, he's not allowed to tell me who's there, but sometimes he'll be like, "Dude, you'll never believe who walked through the door."
that's what's crazy, dude. Like Longview is not that bad, but like the homelessness and like how much drug use goes on in this town is fucked up.
I know, dude. I just saw.
Yeah.
Dude, she used to be really pretty back in high school. I just saw her when I was picking up that beer at the Chevron. I didn't even recognize her, dude. She's like fucking
No way.
dude. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but she was like her face was so big I couldn't even uh like
Pull
I
her up
didn't
on
even
Facebook,
recognize
because are
her.
we talking about the same one? Because we had this conversation the
We're
other day.
exact we are 100% talking about the same one.
For sure.
Yeah, yeah, the one that went to prison. Remember? She was nodding out and like ran someone over.
No, that's
Oh yeah, no, I'm thinking of the other one. Oh my.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's what it is.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
wait, what are you
yeah.
talking
No,
about,
I
bro? Because we
yeah,
just had this conversation the other day, and I
dude.
remember
That's yeah.
we
That
were
that
talking like, are
fucked
we
me up.
talking about that?
No,
I
no,
was
no,
like, well,
not her,
I mean, she was
not her.
pretty when shit went down. You know what I mean?
No, not her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, dude. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even recognize her. She still has like a pretty face, but her face is
Big
just
as fuck.
huge. Yeah, couldn't believe it.
It's crazy
Uh,
how fucking time flies. You know, with, especially like when you have to go through something like that. But it's
Yeah, dude.
fucked up too, dude. Like people that I thought in high school that were gonna go and like do like cool things. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Are
Mhm.
fucking bums, dude. Like they're fucking
Yeah, yeah,
bums. They hang
yeah.
out at Silver Star like every weekend.
Yeah, I know, dude.
Like, dude, I say
That
this
is
every time I
crazy.
see him. I'm always like, you know me, like I
Yeah,
always
yeah.
like talk shit, but in a nice way.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck you been doing, bro? Like,
Yeah. I
but
know, that amazes me too. I think there's just not a lot of opportunity.
well, that's what's crazy too. Like, what's like the first thing that anybody ever asks you when you get in the bar? What have you been up to? Oh, I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
seen you forever. And like,
yeah.
I don't go out like very much like I used to, but when I do, I'm like, dude, I just saw you like a month ago. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, not much has changed. Still a full time dad. I work full time.
yeah. Like, I feel like people that ask you that are, like, doing the same shit. So they're like, "What if are you doing the same shit too?" Like,
Yeah,
but
just seeing if you're trying to one up them.
yeah, I mean, most likely.
Yeah,
Or they're, like, trying to make themselves feel better, like,
yeah.
"You a loser like me?" You're like, "Nah, dude, I only come here once in a while."
Exactly. Like I remember, like obviously everybody goes through that phase where they're going to the bars like every weekend and stuff like that, which I did. I'd go like every Friday,
Sure, yeah.
Saturday, and then Sunday you go to like the Triangle or something and like recover.
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
But I feel like that phase you have to like phase out of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely, but also it's like, people that you thought were gonna go somewhere in life are, like, doing that, and you're like, "What?" You're like, "I thought you were, like, an exception."
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like there's, like I said, I want to say names, but I don't. But like I was like, dude, what the fuck? And then I see them now. I mean, they're like a substitute teacher at Kelso, which is that's cool, dude. Like
Yeah.
that's your passion, be a teacher. But like you had the world in your hand,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
pissed it away for nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Who we got? Holland.
Kevin Holland is fighting I don't remember. He's fighting, another big name. Oh, dude, I studied this card like a motherfucker, and
You
now,
can't even
like, I
remember the
can't even
name.
remember anything. It's gonna be a good ass fight, though. I'll put it full screen. I know that.
So like his background's karate, isn't it? That's dope. Oh, there he is. Who the fuck is this?
Uh, that is Michael Chiesa, dude, and you know where he's out of? You know where he fights out of?
Well, it says he's from Colorado.
He's from Aurora. Yeah, fights out of Spokane, Washington.
Really?
Yeah,
Whoa.
he's like,
What team's that?
fuck, I don't remember what it's called. There was a kid named like Brad or something. He was on the Ultimate Fighter out of the same gym as Michael Chiesa. I'm pretty sure I know he's a finalist. I think he won the show. But if he didn't win the show, then he was a finalist. But
Huh.
they got a good fucking gym over there, dude. How far is Spokane? Like 4 hours
Uh,
driving?
it's like 3.5. It
Oh,
depends on
really?
like yeah, it's not too far.
That
It's
was
just like
farther than that.
yeah, it depends on like where you're going. Like if you're going to the gorge from here is probably like 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yakima's about the same. Depends on like how deep you're going in.
Okay. Spokane seems like a fucking awesome place to live. They got like good gyms. They got like comedy clubs.
I kn-
But I think they're having the same problem that we have here. Is like a lot of people are drug addicts and stuff.
yeah, because I know like Yakima. Yakima's pretty bad, especially like with
Fuck
gangs
yeah,
and
dude.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, my brother was sent up there and like Joe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we talked about that.
yeah.
Yeah, they were at the same place with each other, and he said the same thing. It's just all Mexicans, all cholos and shit. And like, if you're anything other than that race, you get the shit beat out of you.
Really?
Yeah, unless you get like PC'd out or you have to transfer.
I mean, I definitely believe that. Houses are really cheap up there. Well, I remember Eric was living in Yakima, going to Perry Tech,
Yeah,
and I drove down there. He didn't have a truck, so we drove my truck down there to help him move,
yeah,
or up there, I guess. He was moving back to Longview. And it was fucking awesome, dude. I wish I lived there. It looked like hella nice and hella cool. I mean, granted, it was like a sunny day, but it was like so wide open. There wasn't like
yeah.
trees like there is here.
That's what's crazy. Like when you go over that way, it's all flat ground, and then you get like a lot of like the ponderosa pines and stuff. I
Yeah,
go over
yeah.
there quite a bit for hunting and stuff, which I'm getting ready to go over there in 2 weeks. and it's super.
Yakima?
No, kind of by Yakima. I'm going over by Idaho.
Is it flat like Yakima and dry?
It depends on where you go. Like if you go more towards like I'm going, it's probably like maybe like an hour away from like Pullman.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
going to like Pierce, so it's
Okay,
kind of like
gotcha.
up in the sticks.
Yeah.
It's probably about an hour and a half from Missoula, Montana. So it's up in like the high country and stuff. But
Okay.
the whole drive out there, it's like it gets super flat, and then you start getting some mountain and some trees, and then but you get like a lot of like sage grass and shit like that.
Okay, yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, I always make a trip out there every year to go hunting for bear and stuff like that. Weekend,
Hunting bear, dude. That's fucking sweet.
yeah,
What do you shoot it with?
300 Win Mag
Fuck yeah, dude.
or a 7mm Mag, which the were you there that day when I brought in like the
That crock pot?
yeah the crock
Yeah,
pot shit? Yeah,
yeah,
dude, from that bear that I got. So
yeah. That was fucking wild.
yeah, that was cool, man.
I've never had it, but is it tough meat?
It depends on it's really greasy. Like it depends on like
Yeah, yeah,
what they eat, like because they eat a lot of like like huckleberries and like wild raspberries and blueberries and shit like that. But they
yeah,
also eat
yeah.
like grass and leaves and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
They eat meat, which like black bears, dude, they're like a garbage can. They'll eat anything if they're hungry. So
Oh,
you can
sure, yeah,
so you can
yeah,
get something that's like strictly on like like blueberry diet or huckleberry and stuff like that. So the meat would be like have the smell to it a little bit. You know what I mean?
sure,
Sweeter, but
yeah,
you can get
yeah,
something that's just super like tastes like dog shit. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
still people still like it and use it for like hamburger or like taco meat and stuff like that.
Mm,
So I think it just depends. You know what I mean? Where you get like
sure.
go to Alaska for like grizzlies or big brown bears and stuff like that, and mainly their diet is salmon. You know
Oh yeah, yeah.
what I mean? So fish.
I imagine if they're eating fruit, that shit probably tastes pretty good.
Yeah, and a lot of people hunt them too for their fat because they turned it into like everything.
Oh,
Like you can use bear fat for like your cooking, like render it down. There's your grease right there, and then it's the same thing. You can put it back into
oh.
like a cup or a bowl or whatever you want to put it in, and keep reusing it. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah,
That's wild. I never thought about it like that. Michael Chiesa and Kevin Holland, dude.
yeah, this should
4
be a good
minutes
one.
30 seconds. Fuck. I should have put money on Kevin.
Kevin, oh shit, dude,
I think
dropping bombs already.
yeah, Kevin's a better striker, and Chiesa's known for his ground game. He's very good on the ground, but Kevin Holland's a black belt too,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just as high level if you ask me. He's very good.
Oh shit.
He's kind of just manhandling him here.
So Holland's last fight, he fought. Was it?
Stephen Thompson, right?
No, I thought he fought. What's his face?
Hamzat?
Yeah, Hamzat.
Yeah, yeah.
And Hamzat choked him out.
I think he fought Stephen Thompson after that, but yeah, Hamzat just took him down and choked him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean, so far, I've only seen a few fights of Holland's. Dude, he bangs, bro.
You see that hat my bookie had up there hanging up
Yeah.
on that? That's signed by Kevin Holland.
Really.
Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah. I got his autograph somewhere else too. I think I tried to move it over here and then I forgot it.
Where's Holland fight out of?
Texas.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Right, the fight before he got in the UFC, the fight that got him in the UFC. He put that hat on. My bookie sponsored him. He put that hat on, so it has like a sweat and shit in it, and he signed the top of it.
That's dope,
I
bro.
won it in a giveaway.
Didn't you go to who went to Vegas and they went to a UFC fight?
Oh, not me. I would fucking kill to,
I
dude.
think it was Jaden and Darren.
Oh, they
Yeah,
did.
that's what it was because
They
they went to
did, yeah.
Vegas for NASCAR and then they got tickets. They said they paid like $100, $150 a ticket, and they went to a big event that was there at the MGM.
Yeah, dude. I don't even remember who it was. I know I watched the fight, but
Yeah, he said it was dope. They said their ears were ringing from obviously from NASCAR.
oh
Don't
yeah,
blame them
yeah.
if you're right next to the fence.
I don't even think they stayed the whole time. I
No, they
think they got like nosebleeds.
yeah they I don't know. They said they were in the MGM for the fight. They were I think they were in the nosebleeds, but they said it was so dope.
Yeah, I'd imagine. I went to UFC in Portland dude, probably 6 years ago now.
Oh, choked him,
Oh, he's
bro.
got him in a Darce choke.
Oh, it's deep.
Oh, he tapped
Oh,
him.
it tapped him.
Tapped him. Woo!
Damn.
Kevin Holland, dude. Michael Chiesa is known for his ground game. The fact that Kevin Holland tapped him, that's a big deal.
I don't know. I don't think he was ready for his pressure, dude. He was in his face from the
That
fucking
yeah,
go.
that's a good point, dude. Kevin Holland likes to sit back and kind of pick guys apart at first, but
Dude, he was in his face
it's
from the
almost like
jump.
he didn't respect him, dude.
So I know Bo Nickel is
Oh yeah.
from Texas. Does he train out of Texas?
That's a good question.
I wonder.
I'm not sure.
Let me Google this shit. I watched Bo Nickel since he was in high school. He was like wrestling, and then he wrestled for Penn State, and he's from Texas. So look,
Where do you go to college?
he went to Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State. I think he might train out of Pennsylvania. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he stayed there. Boom. I didn't even see him rocked him with the knee. Sunk up the Dars, Kevin Holland.
So he says he still trains wrestling at Penn State, which I don't blame him.
So yeah, he's probably still there.
Yeah.
He probably does wrestling practice there.
Wonder where he does his like striking and shit.
Probably a gym close by. Nick should be here soon.
Yeah, it just
Jordy said, "Shout out my boy Miggy Beans."
that's my dog right there. Yeah, that's my brother-in-law, the one I was telling you about.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah,
Pitbull Cruz for the W.
that's what he said.
Yeah,
That fucker. Yeah, he's super in MMA, and
I think I met him at that Halloween party. Did I?
yeah,
That's what I thought.
him and my sister Gabby, I believe that year they were Cheech and Chong, I think.
Mm. I
Yeah,
think they were wearing flannels when I met him, which is kind of weird that I remember that, but I'm pretty sure they were wearing flannels,
yeah, I don't know, man.
or at least he was.
Yeah, dude, that's my right hand man right there, dude. That's literally like my best
I
friend.
remember you said that when you introduced him. I'm almost positive. I know it was 2 years ago, but I'm almost positive he was wearing like an open flannel. But
Probably, yeah. I don't know. Was it the year that I'm sure you were there? That was the year that you brought those chicks and they like broke my fucking toilet, wasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
we didn't bring them. We met them there.
What?
Well, not me. I'm speaking like I met them there. My friends met them. Maybe
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Like
think my
you were
friends
there
from the
and they
bar
yeah
told
and they
them to go
yeah
there. Yeah,
they invited him over because they said, "Is it cool if we invite these people over?" I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like, "Okay,
yeah,
yeah, that's fine."
yeah. That's when I was already there.
Yeah, you
My
were there
my
and
other
then they
friends
showed
were
up. Yeah,
coming.
that's
Yeah,
right. But yeah, that's my right hand man right there, dude. Like we fucking do everything together.
they broke your toilet. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
because you know
I
how
didn't
that
even know that happened. You told me about that, and I was
Yeah,
like,
because I went in
"What?"
there and I was like, "What the fuck?" Because they were all in there, and I'm like, "What is going on here?" So they left, and I looked, and they broke because you don't have that like sensor toilet, so there's no handle, nothing. It's just all touch.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then like they fucking broke it, and like those fucking little sensor things are like $300 a piece every time you have to replace them.
God
And it
damn,
took me a
dude.
month to get it in, so I'm like, dude, what the fuck am I gonna do? So for like the longest time, for I would say like 3 weeks, we'll say like the least. I would have to like take the top off and then like pull the thing up to flush my
Oh
fucking
yeah,
toilet. And I was like,
yeah.
this is bullshit, dude.
Dude, that's fucked.
Yeah, dude, it's super
I didn't even
fucked
know it
up.
was that extent. I thought they were in there doing coke or something
I'm
or
sure.
makeup.
I'm sure they fucking were. Like this past weekend. Was it this past weekend? Yeah, this past weekend. I went down to Seaside for a friend's going away party, and my buddy from up north, he brought like his friend and his girlfriend. I'm not fucking kidding you, dude. The biggest tweaker I've ever seen. She was in my bathroom for like 45 minutes, and this is like give it like they showed up at my house. We'll say at like 12:31 in the morning, and they stayed the night, and then we all drove down there the next morning.
Oh yeah.
And apparently, she was in my bathroom getting ready. I'm like, "Where the fuck are you going at 1 o'clock in the morning?" You know what I mean? I'm like, "What the fuck?" So they were in my bathroom, this tweaker, dude. So she came out. She was just sitting there like picking her face. I'm like, no,
God damn.
fuck
Is
no,
she
dude.
from here?
No, they're up from like Tacoma area,
Oh, well, yeah,
Tacoma.
there we go.
And I was like,
That
yeah,
makes sense.
what the fuck? So we went down to the going away party, and because I told Berto about it, and I don't know if I told you. He was actually stationed in the same place Berto was stationed in Hawaii,
Oh, and yeah.
and so he's moving back, and he's going to school.
You already said he was a lumberjack.
A lumberjack. See,
Cut
that's
you
my
off
man right there.
again.
See, he comes through, bro. When you need him, he comes through. That's my dog right there. Like, so he we get down there, dude. Like, she didn't talk to anybody. She stayed in my buddy's truck, slept in the truck, like this fucking tweaking.
Slept in the truck?
Slept in the fucking truck, and we are at this like super dope ass like beach house that like my buddy Tony's uh friends of the family own, so they like let him use it for the weekend. And dude, there was probably like, I don't know, like 20 people there that showed for his going away party and whatever.
Really?
And dude, she didn't come in, didn't talk to anybody the whole time. And his friend, so her boyfriend, he came in and talked to people, but like at the same time, like he didn't like really interact with anybody because of her. You know what I mean? And I
Mm-hmm.
just remember I was like, dude, this chick is just weak. You can
Damn.
tell right away. She came in, she was just picking her face, and I'm like, this is gross, dude. I went home, I fucking sanitized everything.
Oh
I was like,
no.
never again, ever again. If I ever hear like, oh yeah, he's coming and he's gonna bring her, I was like, oh no, I'm homeless now. I don't have a house. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
there's no,
Get out of that,
yeah,
dude.
nobody's coming over to my house. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, dude. That's sketchy.
Yeah, it was super
That's
sketchy.
sketchy.
At 1 in the morning, dude, you go in the bathroom for 35, 40 minutes. Oh, I'm getting ready. I'm like, what? Where are you going?
She comes out, your toilet's broke again. You're
Oh,
like,
I would
what
be
the
so
fuck?
fucking mad, dude. I would be so mad.
What the fuck?
Fuck it. But yeah, see, I told you, dude, you already comes through, bro. He's a
Fuck yeah,
lumberjack.
dude. Fuck yeah.
But yeah, that's my right hand man right there, dude. Like, we do so much shit together, and like that's like my hunting partner and stuff like that. Like, I remember my first year, his first year, I should say, taking him hunting. You know what I mean? Like, he's from Oregon, and he never really
Mm.
like I think he did, but he didn't really like get into hunting. You know what I mean? But
Sure.
dude, fuck, dude, he's such a good duck hunter now. Like, he's fucking ridiculous,
Oh really?
so ridiculous.
That's badass, dude.
Yeah, he's dope. My man's right there.
You have an iPhone?
Yeah.
You know how to make it uh let me think. I wanna go to the lock screen, I think. Trying to get it to not time out. So like it just locks.
Like, what do you mean? Like, keep it on your screen?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it doesn't like
So I think if you go to your settings and go to screen time,
screen time. That's what I was thinking.
and then it says like after 30 seconds, a minute, or I mean, I always do it
I
like
don't
always
see
keep the
it.
screen on, and then like right when it like dims down to where it's gonna lock, I just touch the screen
Yeah, I
again.
think I'm just gonna have to do that. I wish I didn't have to fucking produce this thing and be
Doing everything.
a talent as well, dude. If I had somebody helping me out, it'd be so much easier. Who's winning this fight?
We got fighting.
Bobby Green versus Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson's hard to train for because he's so
Dude,
fucking unorthodox.
I
But
remember watching him when he was in the Ultimate Fighter, bro, and he was
yeah,
running through
yeah,
everybody, bro.
Shane Carwin and Brock Lesnar were the coaches on
Yeah.
that. That was fucking sweet. Um, he does his camp in Big Bear, California, so he trains at elevation.
Yeah.
So he always has
High
good
elevation.
cardio, but he's
Yeah.
getting older. Bobby Green has he's really technical. He's a really good boxer, and he's very powerful. It's hard to say. I would say Tony's better off his back on the ground,
Hmm.
and Bobby's a good wrestler, but I think Bobby probably TKOs him.
That's what's
Be
crazy
my
too.
pick.
Like, I feel, dude, he's a dude that had like an iron chin. He took like he could take a punch, and then Chandler hit him with that front kick, dude. He was
Yep,
done.
yep, yep.
And it didn't. I mean, obviously, I wasn't there and I didn't get kicked with it, but it didn't look like he hit him that hard. It just looked like it was enough to just put him out. But
Dude, I couldn't believe that. I'm in a text group, and Eric was in it.
yeah,
And he always gives me picks, but he doesn't bet on the fights. And like, I'm like, I ask him why he picked somebody, and he won't give me an answer.
yeah,
I'm like, either you heard that, or you. I always tease him. I'm like, you think that guy's cuter, so you think he's gonna win? Because there's no like logic behind why he's picking people. And like, he'll text me and be like, oh, dude, bet on Bobby Green. He's a lock. I'm like, why do you think that? No answer. He told me he's like, Michael Chandler, KO Tony Ferguson in the second round. And I was like, well, Tony's never been knocked out before, so that's kind of a ridiculous uh statement. And then watching the fight, and he gets knocked out in the second round. And I was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!" It was just devastating that he got literally
Yeah.
called it perfectly. I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" Can I hit your vape?
Yeah, dude.
Mine
I just
died.
got this. I
Oh,
I
cool.
got it because it looked cool. It's a fucking bottle.
Yeah, it's
I've
pretty
never
sick.
seen that. And I have another one in my Jeep too, like banana ice or some shit like that.
I'm trying to quit.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to, but I was fucking jonesing really bad, so I was like,
I
I
know.
need something.
Yeah. Yeah, me too, dude.
It's crazy, dude. Like all these fighters that have like like iron chins. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's over time or if it's just like the wear and
Yeah.
tear. You know what I mean?
Time and punishment. Yeah, absolutely. Tony was fighting a lot too. He got injured for a while, so he was out here and there.
Yeah.
Like he was supposed to fight Khabib. That fight got scheduled 3 times and it never happened.
Well, I know. I remember I watched when Khabib was it. Who was his last fight when he told me he was gonna retire?
I think it was Justin Gaethje.
Okay, yeah, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, when he like his foot was broken or whatever, right? Like the top of his foot was broke, and then he
Uh,
retired right after that. He's
yeah,
still like
yeah,
beating on him.
sounds right. Yeah.
I remember I watched like the post fight. I even watched like the video that of Tony watching the fight, and then he's like, "I'm retiring." He took his headphones off,
Oh
slammed them on
yeah,
the table and shit.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
Like they say that fight's cursed because every time it gets announced,
yeah.
first Khabib pulls out, then um, Tony Ferguson was like the interim champ, and he was doing press for the UFC. He tripped over a fucking wire backstage, like on the stage, tripped over a wire and blew his knee out.
Damn.
So they had to cancel the fight. They took the belt from him, even though he got injured at like a press conference. And then they announced the fight again, got it re-signed, and then I think I don't remember who pulled out the third time. I think it was Khabib. Because Khabib trains so fucking hard, dude, that
Dude,
it's
yeah,
like
he goes hard.
he gets injuries left and right. They train so fucking hard.
See, I didn't know this until you told me like pretty recently. I didn't know because obviously they don't have like healthcare and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know like that if you're training for a fight and then you get hurt, I didn't know they didn't take care of it until you sign that and then like okay, we'll pay for like you have a
Yeah.
shoulder injury. Well, hey, we'll pay for it to take care of it. I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you get injured in camp. So if you're injured, like people will just sign a fight just so that they can pull out and get
Yeah.
something fixed. They can't afford it. But like if your arm's fucked up and you can't get anybody to sign a fight against you and you're trying to get your arm fixed, it could be a while before you get your
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
arm fixed, you
Yeah.
know?
I remember like watching like was it when Randy beat Tim Sylvia? Tim's like post fight was like, "Oh yeah, I came into this fight hurt."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They would have a better production if they paid for fighters and stuff because so many fighters come in injured because they're just fucked up. And if you sign a fight, it's like you could either get it fixed or like if it's after a fight. So if you break your hand during the fight, they'll pay for it after the fight. So
Yeah.
a lot of guys just fight injured, and a lot of the times it don't work out for them. It's kind of a weird thing to do. They just need to figure something out where they can pay him and get him health insurance or something.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done, but there's got to be a way to figure it out.
So let me do this.
Eddie Bravo used to be in Tony Ferguson's corner
Really?
all the time. Yeah, he was a 10th planet black belt, or is a 10th planet black belt, but I think Eddie just got too busy and isn't in his corner anymore. But I don't know whose decision that was. But dude, if you read up on Tony Ferguson, there was some weird shit that happened with him. Like, he's always preparing for the apocalypse. And one like positive thing is like he built a gym like from the ground up. He got really good with his hands and like he could build shit. He was building like racks for punching bags and stuff. But also like he at times would get like so paranoid that he would go crazy a little bit. I heard one time like he took his family, like his son and his wife, and was like, "It's the end. It's the end. Like we got to get the fuck out of here." Like took him out in the ocean on like a boat
What the fuck?
and, like, did not wanna come back to shore, and they were, like, freaked out, they didn't know what to do, and he was like, Civilization's over." Like,
Is that like do you think it like he believed that, or do you think he was, like, hallucinating and shit?
I think he believed it, but it could have been from fucking brain damage, dude.
That's what I'm saying, dude, like like I said earlier, the punched out boxer type shit, dude, like, you get
Exactly.
your brain rattled so much, you don't know what's real, what's not, I guess.
Did you watch him fight Justin Gaethje?
Yeah.
Holy shit, he took some punishment in that, dude. His face got rearranged.
Yeah.
That
We
fight
were
was
we were just
crazy.
talking about this the other day, dude, like I said, I mean, he didn't really do too much in the UFC, but Leonard Garcia, bro,
Oh, yeah.
dude, he didn't
Yeah.
care who you were, bro, he banged with you the whole time,
Yeah.
like, he was throwing
He
bombs.
was a good wrestler, too. He didn't wrestle a lot, but he was a legit
Yeah.
wrestler.
Like, I remember watching him in, like, the WEC and then obvious in here, and then I think he fought in Bellator too, I think, I don't know, but, like, dude, he didn't care, bro, he just swung for the
Yeah.
fences, just wild, I was like, "You're nuts," and then he fought I think he does now in the bare knuckle.
Oh, does he? Yeah, I think he did have a bare knuckle fight. I
Yeah,
don't know if he's
he
still
knocked
doing
out
it,
that
but
dude from the Ultimate Fighter that says, like, "Let me bang, bro, let me
yeah,
bang."
Julian,
Yeah, knocked him out. And that was they were going at it too, I think for, like, 4
oh,
rounds or
I didn't
something.
even watch that one.
Yeah, knocked him out. Both their faces were banged up, dude, I remember I watched that one. That was cool. Which there is, like, dude, there's a lot of UFC fighters in there right now.
Yeah, Mike Perry is fucking running bare knuckle.
Yeah,
Just
dude, he
beat
just
Luke Rockhold.
he beat, what is it? MVP too.
Yep, yep, Michael Venom Page,
Yeah,
yeah,
did you
beat
see his
him.
face after both
Oh,
their
yeah,
faces after that?
yeah, yeah.
Fuck, dude. That was dope.
Mike Perry's last bare knuckle fight, when he beat up Luke Rockhold, Conor McGregor was in the crowd and he fucking called him in. They
Yeah,
had a
he came
face
out.
off.
Yeah, I saw that one.
That was wild.
I remember Luke's, last fight in the UFC. He fought who was it? Fuck, it's right on top of my head.
Paulo Costa.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
was, yeah. He came out, he's like, "Oh, I'm an old man now." He's rubbing his fucking bloody face all over him and stuff.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like,
In
"Dude,
his
you're"
eyes and shit. Yeah,
yeah, I
he
was like,
was,
"You're
like, rubbing his
nuts."
head on him. Yeah. Yeah, that fight was wild. They both got really tired in that fight, which was
Yeah.
weird. They're usually known for their conditioning,
Yeah.
so Bobby Green is fucking good, dude.
Yeah, this should be a good one.
Tony comes out switching stances and moving around so much, it's hard to time him. You never know when he's gonna come in.
Yeah.
Solid
Ooh.
feints, switch stances.
Who do you have winning this one? Green?
Probably Bobby Green. It's gonna be hard to catch Tony, but
Oh, there you
you can
fuck.
slow Tony down. Tony is a really good wrestler. I mean, I would love to see him start wrestling a lot more, but also Bobby Green's really good at not getting taken down. He has
Yeah.
legit takedown defense. Couldn't take him down there.
So do you think if Tony loses this fight, you think he's gonna like retire? Which it's crazy too. Like he hasn't won a fight in how long? It's been a while, dude. And
It's been a
he's
while.
still in the UFC. I'm surprised Dana and them haven't like pulled his contract.
I think at some point they're just doing him favors. I really hope he has enough money. I would love to see Tony like have enough money in the bank that where he could just retire, but I hope he's not just fighting because
Yeah,
he's
he has
broke
to.
or yeah. Hopefully you don't have to.
Yeah, because they don't really make that much unless you're like big names. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. If you're not the champ, it could be rough. Unless you have like 50 UFC fights or something, something crazy, then
Yeah.
then they'll pay you pretty good if you're a legend. But
Well, Nate's last fight, they got paid pretty good, I would think, right? Because that was his last fight,
probably
wasn't it?
Nate and
Nate.
Tony, yeah,
Yeah, Nate and Tony was his
yeah,
last fight.
yeah,
That fight was kind of Nate was hanging on the fence and just
yeah.
standing
He
there.
was fucking off.
I
Didn't
was like,
respect him
"Damn,
at
dude, what's
all. I
going
was like,
on, bro?"
damn. I think he was trying to. He was clearly just trying to lure him in, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Nate was just confident as a motherfucker, dude.
Oh.
Tagged him. That's what he's got to do. Read through the feints, slow him down.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
it looked like he slipped. I couldn't tell. I don't think he was rocked. I think he slipped.
What do you think about the Nate and Jake Paul fight?
It's gonna be entertaining.
Do you think it's gonna go the distance, or do you think it's gonna end up getting
Mm,
stopped?
I need to see him train more. I know Nate's training with legit boxers, and obviously Jake Paul's taking it seriously, but I haven't
Yeah.
seen much training videos. But hopefully, if both of them it's
Serious?
serious, it's gonna be a good fucking fight.
Oh, dude, that's a legit finger in the.
It's hard to stop Nate, and it's gonna be hard to fight, or it's gonna be hard to stop Jake Paul because he's so much bigger than Nate,
Yeah,
and Nate can take some fucking punishment, and he can uh, go for days. His cardio is crazy.
yeah, him and his brothers. Because you said that they do what is it like Iron Man stuff like that?
Yeah, triathlons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, if they stop it because of finger or not, that's fucked up.
they won't stop it unless he says he can't see.
Oh, UFC fighter was it? Remember when he got poked in the eye and his eye started bleeding?
Yeah, I don't remember who that was.
He like legit got poked in the eye super bad and ended up scratching his eye really
Yeah,
bad where it started bleeding.
yeah,
And then they stopped the fight, and then they showed like a video of him like with the doctors and stuff like that, and his eyes is completely red with blood.
yeah. I don't remember who that was.
I don't know if it was on the Ultimate Fighter or if it was like during COVID when they were obviously would still have fights going on.
Yeah,
'Cause It
yeah,
it looked like it was like an enclosed ring or octagon, I should say.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what fight you're talking about. I don't remember off the top of my head.
It should be pretty cool.
Yeah, eye pokes are. I think like a nut kick can totally be accidental, but eye pokes, I think they should just take a point away because even if it was an accident, you're fighting with one eye
Yeah.
and your eye's fucked up now. Like even if it's an accident, I think they should take a point. That's gonna slow Tony down too. That
Oh.
poking his eye, he's not gonna be able to see.
Yeah.
Is he's gonna hesitate switching stances if he can't see out of his right eye. You know?
So like obviously you do more like MMA and Muay Thai training than I ever have, but like is there something that like people do during fights and stuff that you're just like, nah, dude, I don't know why they do that. Like
Mm,
I know John Jones loves like the oblique kick, like
yeah,
straight to the knee,
Bobby's throwing it.
and that fucks people up, dude. Like people have serious fucking knee injuries after that, or even
Yeah,
like
yeah.
problems, like shit like that. Like you're like, no, I don't know why they would do that to another fighter.
I don't understand why it's such a big deal because, like, if you kick somebody in the knee, yeah, you can fuck them up and injure them. But also, if you head kick them,
Yeah,
you're fucking up their brain
yeah,
and knocking them out and shit. So, like, as long as there's knockouts and things like that that are legal, I'd say keep the oblique kick. But I understand why they're frustrated. But it's also a fight. I think people should train around how to get out of the way of the oblique kick. Obviously, it's really hard, but like a guy like Bobby tried to throw it a couple times, but the way Tony Ferguson's moving like that, switching stances and stuff,
yeah.
it's be hard to kick his knee when he's switching back and forth like that.
John Jones does it so good, bro.
Yeah.
He
Well,
fucks
dude,
dudes up.
his legs are
Yeah.
long as a fucking dinosaur, dude. Yeah.
Oof. Oof. Shit, he's
Ooh,
tagging
see
him
now he's
too.
catching him. Right when Tony slows down, you can start finding him
You
more.
see him? He's all waving his hands out.
Yeah, yeah. He's a showman.
Damn. It's crazy too, bro. Like I remember growing up watching UFC and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, he's a lightweight champ, or he's like a welterweight champ," and I was like, "Oh, they're fucking tiny, dude." Not really. 155,
Yeah.
170
Yeah,
pounds,
yeah.
185. I was like, "Damn, dude, I'm walking around right now like 175." I was like, "These guys
Yeah.
would fuck me up."
Yeah. Yeah. If you fight at 155, a lot of those guys walk around at 175, 180.
Yeah, like they're fighting at 55 right now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're huge, bro,
There's
for
some guys
155.
that stay around 160, 165, but there's guys that shrink down from 180, 185.
Yeah,
Patty Pimlet fights at 155, and he blows up to 205 when he's
yeah,
out of camp.
he's nuts, dude.
Granted, he's like clearly overweight, but
I don't know how. That's a lot of weight to cut. Especially like I don't know how
oh
long like
god,
their
dude.
training camps they give them. What is it like 8 weeks, something like that?
Yeah.
Over
Yeah.
50 pounds in 8 weeks. That's a lot to cut. I mean, it
Yeah.
depends on like if you have a lot of water weight or if you're walking around with a lot of fat.
They water overload
Yeah, that's a
and then just try
lot.
and spew out as much as they can. But
Yeah, dude, he was tagging him, man. Look at that shit.
yeah,
Nuts.
Tony started slowing down that last minute. But beginning of the second round, Tony's gonna be like
Yeah.
the beginning of the first. He's a brand new guy. I think Bobby's gonna anticipate that. Wait till he
Ooh.
slows down.
Low single. That's dope.
Yeah, dude, Bobby can fucking sprawl. Like he's known for like being a brawler, but he can fucking sprawl. And he's good at cage work too, not getting taken down.
Yeah. It's like, is his background like striking or is his background like wrestling?
I know he wrestled when he was younger,
Hmm.
but I mean, like as far as like MMA skills, he's like a boxer,
Yeah.
but he grew up wrestling. He wasn't like anything crazy. I don't remember. I think he went to college and wrestled in college, I believe.
That's what's crazy, dude. Like, wrestlers have such an easy transition because they have that ground game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they already have a lot of discipline and stuff like cutting
Yeah.
weight and things like that.
Obviously, like Bo Nickel, Michael Chandler. He wrestled for Missouri, I think. I think he
Yeah.
was on the same team when Ben Askren was on it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they were. I think he was there on the same team for 2 years, something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, they just have. Oh, bro, isn't that the fight where he got the fucking knee knocked
Yes,
out
it
of him
is. Yes, it is.
within the first like 30 seconds? I remember I was like, dude, this is gonna be a good fight. You know what I mean? He's undefeated or whatever.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, who saw that coming, dude?
Fucking
Meanwhile,
Foreman
Jorge
did.
Masvidal planned it.
Yeah, that's why I
Like,
said he. I think he like he knew anticipating he was just gonna try to grab him real fast.
yeah, exactly. He
Oh
put
shit.
that into existence. Tony's so good at just avoiding strikes down here and throwing up triangles and shit. He has really
Yeah, look at his long ass fucking legs. Talking about
yeah,
dinosaur legs. Look at this
legs and
shit.
flexible,
How tall is
long.
he? Like 6'2"?
No, I think he's 6 foot, maybe 5'11".
Damn. Oh shit.
He almost gets it, but Bobby reads it. Just pulls right out of it.
Damn. Do you think that UFC would be more entertaining if they like had like pride rules or like what's another like organization where you can fucking like knee them on, in the head and shit when they're on the ground and stuff like
Oh,
that.
Pride. Yeah,
Pride, I love
one
watching Pride, dude.
championship.
Like
Yeah.
they would fucking soccer kick the shit out of them, dude. I
Yeah.
love watching that
Dude,
shit, dude.
that shit was brutal. Especially because we were probably like 10 years old watching that.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember. Yeah, that was probably when I was in middle school.
you got guys like Don Fry, just grown ass men, just
Just going
soccer
town.
kicking people.
You get fucking Crow Crop fucking knocking people's heads off their
Oh,
shoulders.
God. Yeah, dude.
Literally knocking every dude. Like I remember when he came to the UFC, like that was like the huge hype. He's like, oh, he's the best heavyweight in MMA right now, like in the world. And he was knocking everybody out.
Yeah.
He won his first fight, and
Yeah.
then when was it? When he fought Gonzaga or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ironically, he got head kicked.
Yeah. Yeah. Kicked him in the head. Yeah. Brendan Schaub knocked him out too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh
In the
shit,
UFC. Yeah.
I didn't know about that one.
Brendan Schaub tells a story where he knocked out
Okay.
Crow Cop and he was waiting backstage to get his check. And they brought him a check. It was like $200,000, and he's like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And then somebody came over and said, "Oh, sorry, we gave you Crow Cop's check." And then they gave him his check, and it was like 40 grand.
That's fucked up,
He was like,
dude.
"I won,
That's hella
dude.
fucked
What
up.
the fuck?"
Well, because you get a bonus too if you get like fight of the night or knockout of the night or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. But his just Crow Cop was so big in Pride that he brought a lot
Yeah,
of fans to the UFC, so he was
yeah,
getting
that
big
makes sense.
paychecks. But
Yeah, dude, do your thing, bud. I remember like when UFC was on Spike, dude. I remember I used to watch it on Spike TV all the time.
oh, dude, that was
The free
Spike
fights.
TV used to be the shit, dude.
Yeah, everything used to be on Spike.
Yeah, the Ultimate Fighter, they'd have UFC on there, and then Deadliest Warrior and shit would be
Yeah,
on. It was just like the best channel for men. Wonder whatever happened to Spike.
I think they got absorbed by
Paramount, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They don't have any shows like
And
they
that
used
was
to.
cool. That was cool about it, dude. They would do fights for like the troops and shit like that. I remember
Yeah, dude.
I watched
Tim Kennedy.
yeah,
Yeah, beat
or like what was it? Luigi Fioravanti when he fought Dave Monet. They were at like some Air
Oh,
Force
yeah.
base.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
remember watching that. I was like, "What the fuck?" They're in like a little barracks. They have all
Yeah.
the troops around us, which I thought it was cool. And I think I was in like eighth grade when that went down.
Dude, those were iconic.
Yeah,
I wonder why they don't do that anymore.
I don't know. Like fight for the troops,
Yeah.
whatever they called it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, those were the shit, dude.
Mhm.
Talk about getting that demographic of people.
Mhm. How many people we got tuned in right now?
4.
Does it say who they are?
Eric Velasquez, Neil Olive,
Eric. Oh, dude, shout out. What's up,
Eric.
bud?
Well, let me see who's else. I could just see who's commenting. Yordi.
Fucking Eric, bud.
Yeah. I saw him training. They had a video of him training at the gym the other day.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, you showed me that. Yeah, he was
Yep.
sparring
Yep.
with what's that guy's name?
Sean Myth.
Yeah, you told me that that kid's a fucking savage.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, we were talking
Young
about
too.
Eric's still a young kid. You guys are the same age, right?
He's a year older than me.
Oh, okay.
I'm 27. I'll be 28 this year, and I think he'll be 29.
Okay. Well, he's still young.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oof. You gonna try to have him on the podcast?
Oh, absolutely.
That'd be cool.
I was thinking about it when you and Nick said yeah to doing this. I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" Because I was thinking about it. I don't have like a large variety of people that know fighting.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it'd be tough. Even people that train at the gym don't know fights like
Yeah.
well enough to like commentate on them. And if they can commentate on them, do it excitingly. So
Yeah.
there's really just a small group of people I can pick from. He's definitely one I'd love to have on.
See, like Nick, dude, like he actually fought, so like he knows
Yeah,
more about the fighting aspect than I do. You know what I mean?
fought at a high level too.
Yeah. Well, like I remember I told you the first time I met him, I was like, "What the fuck?" Because I told you the story when I first met him. It was
Yeah.
at Arsenal when it was in the gym or in the mall, and I was like, "This guy's a douchebag, dude." But like, not in like a bad way. I just think like you told me that was his personality, and then like the people that I was friends with were friends with him. He's like, "No, that's his personality." You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause I remember he was on
yeah.
a conference call or something the first time I saw him or met him, and he was like, I'm a pro fighter. I don't need to be like talking or associating with these scrubs and shit like that." I'm
Yeah,
like, "What the fuck
yeah,
is going on,
yeah. You
dude?"
gotta get to know him.
Yeah, but
He's
like,
hella funny.
yeah, the more that people told me and stuff like that, like, no, that's his personality.
Yeah,
He's not a bad dude. And I was
yeah,
like, okay,
yeah. You guys would be friends.
yeah, he's a cool dude.
Speaking of him, I wonder where he is. Let's see if he messaged me.
But I remember watching his fight when he used to fight at Kessler's, dude. I went to Kessler's a few times, and like Takio, he fought there. Nick fought there. There's a couple other dudes here in town that fought at Kessler's, like before like it closed down way back in the day. Which I think you said you saw a couple fights there, right?
Where at
At
Kessler?
Kessler's.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. One of my good buddies fought there.
Who was it?
I call him my good buddy, but I can't think of his name. He was actually dating. He was dating my friend's older sister, so he was quite a bit older than me. But I watched him fight there.
Yeah, I remember watching Nick there. Ta. I remember watching Ta fucking bulldog everybody there. That was cool. And then what was it after that? Axis or something, whatever it was?
I can't really keep up to be honest.
Dude, he's chopping his legs out, bro.
During COVID, we didn't have like all that shit stopped.
Oof. That was a slip.
That cage is slippery. I've stepped on one of those before, and you're like, how the fuck can they fight on it? It's like it. You almost get rug burn on it when you're like shooting takedowns and stuff. It's like real kind
Is
of
it?
grippy, but when if it's wet at all, and if your feet are sweaty, it's like ice skates, dude.
Huh.
It's so fucking slippery.
Yeah, I've never stepped on that.
Normally, like cages we have like at the gym and stuff. It's like a mat. The ground's like a
Yeah.
mat, but that's like a canvas. It's almost like cloth.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Oh shit. He's gonna pass his guard. This is long legs. It just fucking pushes him back. Damn.
Nick said he's coming. He's like, I brought some pizza with me. Like I got some too,
He
dude.
brought pizza. That's
Said he's on his way.
cool.
He got stuck on the river.
Yeah, you said he went floating, right?
Yeah. Oh, arm triangle. That's tight too.
Oh, he's going out, bro. Look at his arm.
I don't know if that's super tight. Watch him. He's got a. Now that he's on the side, now it's tight.
Oh fuck. That's tight. He's done. Oh no.
He's
He's
trying to
fighting.
kick out of it, but he's still tight in it. The key to this arm
He's out.
triangle,
Fuck.
key to the arm triangle is the rotation.
Of
It's
like turn
super
towards the
weird.
head.
Yeah, it could look like it's tight, but if you don't have the right rotation on it, like you're living there. You can live there.
Hmm.
It's super weird.
So I know like a lot of people like when they're in the arm triangle and stuff, like they pull the arm that's like trapped. They like do they like
Yeah.
pull it away or pull
Uh,
towards them to like
they'll
spray
either
gap or what?
they'll yeah either pull it down or pull it this way. Basically, all you're trying to do is create any little space where it's not cutting off
Does
your
that like make
circulation.
it
But
worse though? Because I feel like if you like make
mm,
space or tighten the space back up, does that make sense?
yeah, basically, it's just really tight around your carotid arteries, and all you're doing is, I mean, your arms in there. You're just
Yeah.
trying to create a little bit of space so you're not going out. But
Yeah.
it's tough to do, dude. Guys got so good at that. Guys are so good at that choke, and they practice it so many times that even if you're defending it right,
I remember when Brock Lesnar got Shane Carwin in it, bro.
yeah,
Choked
yeah.
the shit out of him.
I think
That's a big dude, bro.
guys with big arms and big necks, like if you have big arms, it's easier to do it. If you have a big neck, it's easier to
Yeah.
have that happen to you.
Fucking Esau.
You already said October 22nd, me versus Chris Briones.
Oh fuck, dude.
I think he lives in
Chris?
Chris lives in the same apartments as Justin, I think.
The one in Lexington?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just moved there, yeah.
I guess he told me they were hanging out or something.
I don't know. I know Chris hangs out with Joe Allred. Joe lives there too. They hang out
Mm.
quite a bit. Yeah, he just moved there, I think, maybe like a couple months back, maybe.
Yeah, that place just
That went up
popped up.
yeah, that place went fast, dude.
Yeah.
Like it was what, beginning of the year when they like started breaking the ground or leveling it out and then now look at
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I went up hella fast.
You think he retires?
I hope so, dude. I don't know. I don't know why he's still like I don't know the reason why he's still taking fights. Does he feel like he still has it or
He's how old is
does
he?
he
He's like
need money?
39, isn't he?
I don't know. I don't think he's super old.
Google his
That's
shit.
the second time he got choked out in 2 fights.
Yeah, he hasn't won a fight in a while, bro. I don't know.
Bobby Green's a savage though. For him to submit a 10th planet black belt like that, even though Tony Ferguson's kind of long in the tooth, that's super impressive.
Yeah.
Bobby Green's known for knocking people out and just putting a lot of
He's
pressure on him.
39.
But yeah, I mean,
Damn.
not that old.
39? That's pretty old, dude.
I mean, it is, but it's not like
I'm dreading to be 39. I'm like, damn,
yeah,
dude, I'm gonna be all
yeah.
washed up. I wonder what I'm gonna look like.
Especially like a pro athlete,
Yeah.
39.
But then again, you know what I mean? Like you said earlier, Randy Couture, when he fought Tim Silva,
Yeah,
he was what, 47 or something like that?
yeah. And the more I think about that, um, probably had to do with a lot of steroids. Those guys could
Yeah.
stay younger, longer,
Yeah. Dude, Juice
and
keeps
probably take more punishment.
yeah. So you it sounds like I said, if Yordi and Chris are gonna go down October 22nd, Chris better get on some fucking sauce. He's gonna
I
get
know a
fucking
guy.
dieseled, bro.
Damn, that was tight. Good for Bobby Green. That sucks to see Tony go
Speaking of
through
Yordi right there, he's fucking snapping me.
that.
What do you see what he says?
Shout me out, dude.
That's my dog right there. Yeah, Yordi's a big dude. He's fucking stout. He's strong
Yeah,
as fuck
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Let's see what he said. Yeah, he said he said, "Bro, I said me and Chris October 22nd." That's
Trey the truth.
funny as fuck.
Do you watch like NFL or MLB or anything?
Yeah, I watch NFL.
Oh, you do?
I'm- I'll watch baseball or I'll go to the games because I feel like going to the games is a lot funner than watching it. But like,
Yeah.
if I'm just at home and I want to watch something, baseball is probably like the least on the list.
Yeah. I we went to a Mariners game for Sasha's bachelor party and I was fucking dreading it the whole time. But now that they got that pitch clock, it's actually pretty interesting now.
Oh yeah,
It's like now that the action's like back to back, they can't just fucking kill time and shit. It's a lot funner to watch now, but I don't watch any sports besides MMA
yeah,
and a little bit of boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, but
yeah. If there's like
that's it.
big card for boxing or like even like yet there was fights yesterday. You know, I still watch them just to see who's fighting and like see
Yeah,
how
yeah.
it goes. But like today's fight for sure, I'm gonna be tuning in to see like what's going on and especially with fucking Spence and Crawford fighting
Yeah.
Maine. That's gonna be
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, like fights like we were just talking about boxing, it's so hard to get the top guys to fight each other, but when they do,
Yeah,
everybody's like it's like long overdue, so people show out, you know what I mean? They'll pay $100 for a pay-per-view and shit
yeah.
because it's few and far in between that they have super exciting fights like that.
Always fighting fucking Sterling. Finally, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
they're fighting for the belt,
I didn't
dude.
know that was happening.
In August, I'm pretty sure.
His last fight with Cejudo was good.
Oh yeah, dude. I thought Cejudo was gonna beat him. That's really impressive. He beat
Yeah,
Cejudo, but the fight was pretty close. Cejudo's still on Instagram saying that he thinks he won the fight.
yeah.
I don't remember. I think I thought Cejudo won the fight, but I wasn't judging it. I was just watching it. But
Who do you think takes it? O'Malley or
oh man,
Sterling?
thing is, Sterling is so good at getting people down and taking their back. Like guys that have really good takedown defense. Aljo takes him down. I mean, he took down Henry Cejudo, gold
Yeah.
medalist wrestler. So I think Sean is better on the feet. He's taller. He's longer. That's an advantage. But also, he throws wild kicks and shit. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're Aljo, he just ducks and shoots into those. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can't throw the spinning wild shit at him.
Yeah, see right there was he took
That's a
down
tough
Cejudo
takedown,
right
dude.
there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Good luck. Nobody else can take Cejudo down like that. He's doing the fucking splits, and Aljo just pulls his legs
And
out.
dude, like Cejudo's lower body is a tree trunk, dude. He has
I
such thick
That's why he's
thighs.
so successful at wrestling. His legs are huge. He has strong hips and everything, like his whole body.
Yeah.
But I think Aljo's is one of those guys that he can match that.
What fight was it when O'Malley like he like broke his foot or hurt his foot or something like that?
Oh
He had to
yeah,
stop.
yeah. That guy's name's hard to pronounce, but I think that was either his first UFC fight or his contender series fight. I think it was his first UFC fight.
I remember I watched that one, the fucking Swanson fight, knocked him out
That's
cold. Is it Cub Swanson?
no. That's Eddie Wineland.
Oh, okay.
Cub Swanson's a Mexican dude, but they look similar. I'll give you that. I can't wait for that fight, dude.
It's gonna be good.
That guy behind him right there in the middle, he just stole Sean O'Malley's jacket right there.
Oh yeah, he put it on.
That's his training. That's Aljo's training partner, Marab. Both those guys are number one and number two, but
Who's that?
Aljo won't fight him. His name's Marab.
Who's that? I don't know his name. He wrestled in college. He was a national champ for Edinburgh, and I'll pull him up. But
Oh
like,
wait,
I think he's lightweight, or I mean, he might be 145. Let me look. That guy's a fucking beast, and like that's a dude that turned his whole life around. He used to be like strung out on pills and shit like that, and Adderall. Let me see here.
I can't think of who that is up the
Every
top.
time he fights, bro, I have to fucking watch it. Mm, let me see here. Logan Sieber. Yeah, he fights in the UFC unless they let him go. But let me see here.
Is it Kevin Lee
No, let me see.
or Mark?
Oh, it's gonna be
His name Mark?
uh, what's his last? How do you pronounce his last name? Glipsy?
Oh, Gregor Gillespie.
Yeah,
Yeah, that dude's a bad motherfucker.
that's what I
Kevin
said.
Lee knocked him out.
Yeah, every time he
Head
fights,
kicked
bro,
him.
I have to watch, dude. Like I remember watching his highlight shit
I love that dude.
when he was in college. And
Yeah.
I think he won it his freshman year or maybe his sophomore year, and then after that he like kind of tanked down. He got like fifth, and then I think eighth or whatever. But super strung out on pills and stuff, staying up
Yeah.
all night, and then
Yeah.
still running through all these dudes at these tournaments.
Yeah.
But anytime he fights, dude, I'm like, oh, I'm watching, I'm watching.
Yeah, he's also another wrestler that is really good with his hands and got really good at striking, was knocking people out, but
Yeah,
ran into Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee head kicked him, and I think he had another loss or two after that, and he got cut from the UFC. But
damn.
he either got cut or he had an injury for a long time and cut him or something like that. But I know he's not in the UFC anymore. But damn, dude, that dude was a bad motherfucker.
But he got Derek Lewis.
I got Derek Lewis.
I got Derek.
They're in Utah. They're at elevation. Both these guys are gonna be tired if it goes past round one.
Dude. His post fight interview, he's like, "Where's Ronda Rousey's fine ass?" Dude, that shit was so fucking funny.
I know, dude.
And he just not
Knocked out her boyfriend.
yeah, I think it's husband. What's his
Probably, yeah. Travis Brown.
yeah, Travis Brown.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, dude, that's so fucked up. That's that's the
Yeah.
greatest fucking savage moment right there.
Yeah, dude. And Travis Brown just got knocked out by him. What's he gonna say?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, he has iconic post-fight speeches, but
Or like he's like, "Why'd you take your shorts off?" He's like, "My balls was hot."
yeah, yeah,
That
he's iconic, dude.
shit was funny.
He used to post shit on Twitter all the time and get like so many retweets and stuff. He was like famous on Twitter, and then he just I think his Twitter got banned,
Really?
but everybody was following him on Twitter.
That's funny.
But they're at elevation. I think both guys are gonna put either both guys are gonna put everything into one round and try and finish it after the first round, or Derek Lewis is gonna go for broke in the first round, and if Diego Lima can survive the first round, maybe he can finish him in the second and third because he's gonna be too tired to even stand up.
Yeah. That's what's crazy too, bro. Like, um, one of my buddies, he's like, "Oh, it's not that hard. 5 minutes." I was like, "Dude, 5 minutes? 5 minutes is a long time, and you're going at it."
Especially at elevation,
Yeah,
especially when you're a heavyweight.
yeah. I mean, I don't know what they weighed in at, but 230 plus. That's a
They're
lot of
both
weight.
265.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, and who knows if they cut weight to 265. Some heavyweights don't cut weight. Some heavyweights have to cut to
Yeah,
265. So they might go into the fight 300 pounds, 270, 280.
yeah. That's a lot of weight.
This guy's good, but Derek Lewis is a pretty big step up in competition for him. The only advantage I see him having is surviving the first round and
Yeah, wearing it down.
Derek Lewis being tired at elevation. It's gonna be rough. Heavyweights fighting at elevation has always been real tough. Like two guys that you think are just gonna have fight of the night, you match them together at a place with high elevation like Utah, and the fight just they're too tired to put their hands up sometimes.
What do you think is the boringest fight that you've ever watched from the UFC or even MMA?
Francis Ngannou versus Derek
I
Lewis.
was gonna say that was fucking boring. Or
Yeah,
when Kimbo fought, what's his name?
Kimbo fought. Was it in the UFC?
It was in the UFC. It was
Oh, Houston
yeah,
Alexander, maybe.
Houston. Dude,
Yeah,
that was boring.
yeah,
Besides that suplex
yeah,
was
yeah,
dope,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it was boring as shit, dude. They were just barely throwing punches, hands on their knees after every
yeah,
round.
yeah.
Which
That's
I mean,
right.
you go
Yeah,
for broke like you said the first round. I don't blame them.
yeah. That's why they usually don't have heavyweights fight at elevation.
Yeah,
That
and
shit
then
happens.
you have that adrenaline dump. That's
Yeah,
that's the worst, bro. Like especially like for wrestling,
yeah,
you're all hyped up, and then you get that adrenaline dump. Yeah, that's the worst.
yep,
Then you just your hands start shaking, and like it's happened to me a couple times where my hands all numb or my arms all numb, and it feels like
yeah.
oh because of the adrenaline.
Yeah, yeah, and they feel like noodles.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a real thing, dude.
That's a big dude. I'm gonna steal some of that pizza.
Yeah, please do. Largest statistical comeback finish versus Alexander Volkov. I remember watching that fight. Conor McGregor fought in the main event. Yeah, when Derek Lewis fought Alexander Volkov, he was down 4 rounds to 0 going into the fifth round, and he knocked him out in the fifth round. Alexander beat the shit out of him for 4 rounds. And Derek Lewis knocked him out in the fifth. It was fucking wild.
So I told Steph about the podcast earlier. She's
Yeah.
like, "What? You're going on a podcast?" I was like, "What for? What?" She's like, "You're talking about bitches." And I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna talk about bitches."
What else did we talk about?
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. She makes me laugh all the time, which is a good thing.
Yeah, hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm glad I got this finally set up, dude. I'm gonna tweak things, just make it better, and then just do it for every fight.
Yeah.
Even if nobody can make it, I'll do it by myself. Just commentate by myself. But
So do you only want to do this like for the fights, or do you want to like eventually like have the podcast where it's like kind of like what Joe Rogan did?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like he talks about
yeah,
everything now, but like
yeah,
it's still about fighting and stuff like that. And he has different people coming on talking about different things.
yeah. Which I really respect. For me, like I don't really know much of anything else. Like he has like neuroscientists on there.
Yeah.
They'll talk about fucking chemicals in the brain for 3.5 hours, which is awesome. But the only thing I know well enough to talk about for this long
It's
would
MMA.
be MMA. Like, I don't know nothing else, dude. I don't know. Maybe if I got better at it, it would be cool to like have my friends on or like people I found interesting and like get their life story. But
Yeah.
maybe like a half hour or an hour podcast. But for now, just keep it UFC. It's my favorite thing. Like I said before, I invite my friends over anyways to watch the fights. The only difference is we got microphones in front of us now. We would be doing this even if the microphones weren't here. So
Yeah.
Brendan Schaub's doing a fight companion too. I planned this before I knew he was doing one. Otherwise, I probably would have waited. But also, I like getting it out of the way. 'Cause I'm gonna promote it more. The more we do, the more legit setup. I'll start promoting them. But I just wanted to get the first one out of the way and get the jitters over with. And
Well, dude, you said you had what four so far? 4 people tuned in.
yeah, yep,
I think four is better than nothing.
yep, 4.
Oh shit!
Holy shit! That's what.
Oh shit,
That's what I'm saying. Go for broke, dude. You got 1 round in you.
dude! One of those fucking bombs. Oh,
Just threw a flying knee at him. Good luck. He's like,
oh fuck, bro.
Derek Lewis is praying that he gets knocked out right here. He's like, dude, after this flurry,
I think he's gonna stop him.
after this flurry, like, I got nothing left. So you better finish him right here.
You think he stops it? I think he stops.
Probably, dude. You
Yep.
gotta stop him. Holy shit.
Damn.
Holy shit. Dude, he's like, thank God I
Damn.
did not have to fight longer than 1 minute. Good for him, dude. That was fucking
There he goes,
crazy.
taking his shorts off.
Take the shorts off, baby. You earned it.
There it is.
Oh, dude, at first I thought he took his fucking everything off.
Can
Oh,
they get
gave him the DX suck it.
Can they get fined for that?
If it was on like ESPN, yes. If it's on pay-per-view, no.
Hmm.
He could probably take his clothes off right now and not get fined for it.
Dude, what a pimp.
That's why everybody likes fighting on pay-per-view because they can cuss. They can say whatever they want on pay-per-view, but when it's like a free fight on ESPN, then you gotta follow the rules. But
Damn, bro.
oh shit.
What a pimp. Like the fucking the refs all laughing at him.
That is awesome, dude.
I didn't see that going that way. I thought it was gonna be a little bit longer than like 45 seconds.
Yeah, he knows he just got his win bonus and everything. He knows he just got paid, and he fought for like 45 seconds. I was not expecting him to flying knee him like that. That landed too.
Did it? It looked like it just
Yeah,
like the momentum like knocked him over.
that's what I was thinking at first too. It looked like it landed.
Let's see
Right here.
here.
What? Oh,
Oh
that
shit! It did
definitely
land.
landed right
Fuck.
on the chin, dude. And it was over from the start. Dude,
Look at that, dude.
if
Fuck.
Diego did survive that, he probably would have took over for the rest of the fight. Not because he's better, but Derek probably would have been so gassed. But that's exactly what you got to do. Heavyweights fighting at elevation, you got to finish him as fast as you fucking can, dude. Especially
Drop
when
it.
you're Derek Lewis, he knocks everybody out. He's a killer.
Didn't he? He fought Roy Nelson, didn't he?
Um, I'm almost positive he did. I think he knocked out Roy Nelson. What a win for Derek Lewis, dude. Good for him. Shows his gloves in the crowd. Imagine catching one of those. Derek Lewis sweaty gloves.
Look at the size difference, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Damn.
Diego normally looks huge. I
He's a big
like
dude. Look at his legs compared to fucking
yeah.
Derek's. But dude, he's a Derek's
Derek's
a
gotta be
huge dude.
6'3", 6'4". I forget how tall he is. He's so big he doesn't look super tall, but
Yeah.
yeah, he's gotta be fucking 6'4".
He's gonna bring up Ronda Rousey.
I heard Ronda Rousey's coming back. What's up?
Stephanie texted me and was like, "Get off your phone." But then my phone went off because her twin sister asked me to bring her Dutch Bros.
Oh
She's
yeah.
like, and then she's like, "Who the fuck is texting you?" I was like, "Damn, for asking for Dutch Bros." Fuck.
Damn,
Must be that loud if you can
she's
hear my
spying
fucking
on
phone
you,
going.
huh?
Yeah, right. Wondering what the fuck's going on over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really likes you too, by the way.
She likes me?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah. I don't know if I think I've told you before, but yeah, she said you're really nice.
Well, that's good.
That's why I kept asking you if you want to go get like a beer or some shit, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I'll let you know."
I know, dude. I'm always so fucking busy. Always something to do. I'm remodeling my bathroom right now.
You still haven't
But
finished that, dude. That was like
no.
6 months ago when you told
Dude,
me.
I'm chipping away at it.
Cause this is what, 2 bedrooms or two baths?
Yeah, too bad.
Dude, he's hella fucking sweaty. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. He looks slick. That's cool. I knew she didn't not like me, but I didn't know she liked me, so that's cool. It's always good when your friends get like uh are in good terms with like your wife or whatever.
Yeah.
Otherwise it'd be like I'm going to Stevens to do a podcast. Why are you going to Stevens? What the fuck? Then you're like, ugh.
Yeah, she said from like before, she said that you were super nice. Like when you came over for the Halloween party, she said she couldn't fucking stand what's his face though, fucking
Yeah.
Jonah,
Jonah? Yeah.
because he was talking shit to everybody.
Yeah, hey, no one can stand it, dude.
I don't
It's
mind
not a
him.
surprise. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. No, that just leave it right there. Yeah, dude. They're also all my friends are so unique that like anybody could be annoying on any given day. It just you just got to get to know them. But Jonah can just be outlandish.
Because Jonah's the same age as you, right?
I'm pretty sure he's your age.
30? Really?
Yeah, he's your age.
Because I remember you introduced me to him at the bar one night, and then you introduced me to Eric when Eric was supposed was gonna start with us
Yeah.
at the mill.
Yeah, Jonah was in your grade at Kelso.
Really?
Yeah. He was probably in the special classes, but he was in your grade.
I thought he wasn't gonna fight. I thought he said he didn't make weight.
Nope. Michelle Piera
Oh, I thought you said Alex.
and Wonder Boy Thompson. No, Alex Piera is still fighting Jan Blachowicz, dude. I totally forgot about this fight. I can't fucking wait for this fight. This is gonna be such a technical fight. Everybody's picking Alex to beat Jan, but
This guy's good.
yeah, I bet on Jan, dude. I put money on Jan.
What's that? What's the UFC fighters that wears like the big ass fucking thing like Khabib? The like fuzzy hat
Is
thing?
it Islam?
No,
Is it what weight?
I think he's either middleweight or maybe light heavy. I want to say
Uh
he's Russian or something, but he wears
yeah.
like that same
It's
stinky
like a
hat looking
Russian
thing.
thing, yeah. I'm not positive off the top of my head, but
Let me pull him up.
there's so many new Russians coming into the UFC that I forgot what that thing's even called.
Let me see here. What are you laughing at?
Neil's like, I had no idea the fight even started. I looked up and it was over. Yeah, well, it was like 40 seconds, if that. The crazy thing about Jan is he's fought. Alex Pereira will be the third middleweight moving up to light heavyweight that Jan's fought. Jan beat Izzy when he moved up to light heavyweight. Jan beat Luke Rockhold, who moved up to light heavyweight, and now he's fighting Alex Pereira to moving up to light heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's already beat two guys coming up to 205, and Alex is definitely an outlier, but Jan could definitely out grapple him, and I think Jan can stand with him on the feet. Jan has so much power that Alex is gonna have to be careful of that too. And Alex just got knocked out just a few months ago when he fought Izzy.
Yeah.
So he didn't like take off a long time to recover. And Jan took Izzy down and won the decision, but he knocked out Luke Rockhold, broke his jaw and shit. So Jan could definitely hurt Alex Pereira, and that's what I'm banking on. He either takes him down or he knocks him out. I think he'll find a way to win. I think if the knockout's there, he'll knock him out. But
Have you seen the video of Alex sparring that boxer? Have you seen that?
who was it?
I don't know who he was sparring, but I mean, he was landing punches. But dude, that boxer, he was just throwing a stiff jab, bro,
Yeah, yeah,
snapping his
yeah,
head back. I'm
yeah,
like, damn, dude.
yeah, yeah. I can't remember who that was, but yeah, I saw that video. Alex Pierres fought the best of the best in glory. He went to a draw. He went to decision with a guy that's considered like the best kickboxer, and it ended up being a draw. That was his last glory kickboxing fight
Hmm.
versus Artem Levin. Glover Teixeira. He's fought Jan.
Really?
Yeah,
Who won that one?
Glover Teixeira. I'm pretty sure Glover did.
Damn. Dude, that knee was.
Before Glover was in the UFC, they used to call him the Brazilian Chuck Liddell. He's another guy that's old as shit. Just won the belt. Um, he lost it to Yuri,
Yeah,
but
that's right.
he
Yeah,
beat Jan for the belt, and he's old as shit too.
that's right. That's a big dude, bro.
Yeah, he's huge. That TKO over Izzy, dude. I was at Buffalo Wild Wings watching that fight, and it ruined my night, dude. I
Yeah,
was
you
so
told me that.
devastated.
What's that? What's like that Muay Thai fighters? He fights in one. He's considered like the best Muay Thai fighter.
Yeah, yeah.
What's his name? Eric, if you're still watching, type that shit in. You know this. I know that.
It's
You know what I'm talking about, right?
yeah, yeah.
Dude, that guy is a fucking savage.
Sinchai, Sinchai.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I know who it is. I just can't think of this shit on the
That
spot.
guy is a
Some
fucking
lit, but
savage.
uh, yeah, yeah,
There, right there, when he knocked out
yep.
Rockhold.
Broke, broke.
That's what's
Took
crazy
Rockhold
too, bro.
strong.
Like boxing, you make weight and then they'll put in like a rehydration clause, so you can't rehydrate back
Yeah,
up
exactly.
maybe
Oh,
like 10
that's
pounds.
fucking them up, dude.
Because UFC doesn't do that, right? They
No.
can like say they have to be at 205 or lower,
Yeah,
right?
they
They could
can.
go bloom back up to what 220, 230, whatever they
Yeah,
want to do.
they can rehydrate. They can. Just the only thing is they can't take IVs, so it's
Okay.
harder to rehydrate. But they say it takes like I think like a neuroscientist said it takes like 48 to 72 hours to rehydrate your brain anyways.
Mhm.
So, I guess your brain's the first thing to get depleted of water and it's the last thing to rehydrate. So when these guys cut weight and they fight the next day, they are dehydrated, but they do balloon back up as well and they're rehydrating some. But dude, just to get down to that weight and then you can't rehydrate,
Yeah, that's what I'm
that's
saying.
tough,
Like,
dude.
who was the last fight that I just watched for boxing? Um, I think it was the Ryan Garcia Tank Davis fight.
Yeah.
Tank threw in the rehydration clause. He couldn't rehydrate. I think it was
Yeah,
past like
that's
10
right. Yeah.
pounds or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot. I don't know what they walk. They're not that big dudes, but like you cut down to 135, you can only rehydrate to like 145. Dude, that's a fuck. That ain't nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're still very dehydrated
Yeah, that ain't shit.
and he stopped Ryan Garcia with that body shot.
Yeah.
Dude, who knows what that was like if Ryan could fully rehydrate. He could have got brittle from that. I'm surprised he's still doing that bow and arrow thing.
Mm.
Izzy knocked him out and did that to him when he was unconscious. Thought maybe he would pick a new.
That was a solid hit, dude, right to the back of his fucking head.
Yeah.
Who'd you have winning that fight up until that point?
Pura versus Izzy.
Izzy.
The second one
The
when
second,
Izzy
yeah,
beat him.
yeah, when Izzy beat him, got the title back.
It's kind of hard because I don't really remember off the top of my head. Usually when a fight ends, I don't even like think about how I would have judged it. But
Yeah.
I think Piero was winning. He was having success. He backed. I know he hurt Izzy's leg, so Izzy backed up against the fence, and that's when he caught him. But because the first time they fought, remember he put Alex on skates right at the end of the bell.
Yeah.
He the way he hit him was he backed up to the cage, let him tee off on him, and then not
Yeah.
let him, but he was teeing off on him and then caught him
Hmm.
with his hands down. So he literally recreated that moment.
See, that's what's crazy too. Like these fighters catch on to this shit that like, happened before, like in between
Yeah,
rounds.
yeah,
They only get what 30 seconds, a minute, whatever it is.
yeah. A minute.
And then like they're like, okay, he keeps doing this. Like
Yep.
I'm sure that's what Izzy said is like I'm gonna back up and let him tee off and then
Yeah,
hit him with the right.
yeah,
Which that first one connected, knocked him back for a second, and then he hit him with another one.
yep, yep. Yeah, I think a lot of that is their coaches.
Yeah.
The coaches just study this shit like X's and O's. They're
Yeah.
like offensive coordinators in the NFL. They're like they really break things down.
Hmm.
We're at the co-main event already, baby. 8:30. You got to get out of here soon. What do you
Yeah.
got?
I gotta pick up my Rugrat
Yeah.
at 9, and then take him to Stephanie's twins' house.
Oh, sweet. You doing anything later?
Yeah, I think meeting up with my buddy Omar and his wife, and then when Stephanie gets off work, we're gonna go and have dinner and stuff with them. Which I don't know. This might
Sweet.
go by fast, dude. We might be
Sweet.
might have to be here the whole time. So we'll see. So far, we're cruising, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's your all time like? What's your all time favorite MMA fight? Like UFC fight can be whatever it is.
Uh,
Glory could, you know what I mean?
Probably Connor versus Nate too. Probably.
Number two.
Yeah, the second one.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
when it went to decision.
That's a good one.
I love both those guys. It was a really good fight. Not just the fight itself, but the magnitude of both guys. You never really thought they would fight each other, and not only are they fighting each other, they're fighting each other at 170. Neither of them ever fought at 170.
Yeah.
It was just like wild. It was just a wild time. It was sweet. What about you?
Mm, I don't know, dude. Like, there's obviously like awesome fights, like when Matt Hughes fought Frank Trigg, even both times. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
that was
Carried him across the ring and slammed him.
Remember he kicked Matt in the balls?
Yeah.
Kicked Matt Hughes
And
in the
then yeah, and he
balls,
was
and he was
like,
trying to get away, and the ref wouldn't stop it.
yeah.
Wouldn't split him up. Yeah, and then you thought he was gonna get choked out after that, as
Hmm.
he's wincing away, and then just fucking slams him. That was fucking
I love
iconic.
watching Matt Hughes, bro. He had that fucking farm boy strength, dude. He
Yeah,
like I remember when watching like his early fights when he fought Carlos Newton, and he had Carlos had him in that
yeah,
triangle, and he had him against the fence,
yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, I
Slammed him.
slammed him or whatever," but no, he went out, dude. But
Yeah,
for him to pick him up flat back,
yeah.
pick him up like that with
Put him
upper
up in the
body,
cage.
dude,
Yeah.
that's fucking insane, dude.
You know Matt has a twin brother.
Yeah, they I don't know his name, but yeah, they look pretty much identical.
They look a lot alike.
Yeah.
And there's a crazy conspiracy theory out there where they say either they would say like Matt's brother would weigh in for him at like 170,
No way.
and really Matt would just never cut weight,
Oh, damn,
and he'd come into the fight like 205, way bigger than everybody else because his twin brother
damn.
would weigh. I don't think there's any weight behind that, but
Yeah.
people speculate. You know, they do look a bit different, but I don't know if that was true. That would be fucking wild.
I would say my favorite, probably in like the top three. Obviously, I love watching Matt Hughes or even like GSP.
Yeah.
When Ed Herman and Kendall Grove they fought
Oh yeah. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the final of that season,
Yep.
dude. And then I would say number one. Like I don't know, I'm not being like a bandwagon or whatever, but it's Forrest Griffin, Stephen Bonner. Dude,
Oh yeah.
they
Yeah. Of
went to
course.
fucking war, bro,
Yeah.
for those fucking rounds.
Yeah. Iconic. That's what made the
Yeah,
UFC what
dude,
it
like
is now.
I watched that whole season. Like we were talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
Like they had every coach on there: Matt Hughes, Rich Franklin,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Randy. Everybody was on there for like each weight.
Yeah.
And I remember just like Diego Sanchez was on that. Like he
Yep.
was like like he still is one of my favorite fighters growing up, and even now, dude. Like just watching how like he would do things, or like I told you about this when he trained in New Mexico at Jackson's
Yeah.
gym.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, dude, that was my bucket list thing, dude. I was like, I just want to go there one day,
That
just
would be
one
amazing,
fucking
dude.
day, and train with these dudes, and like, oh, dude, that would have been dope. But
That
yeah,
gym
I
had
would say
so
that,
many high level people. A lot
yeah,
of people became champions out of that gym.
yeah.
That gym was like well sought out for fighters. A lot of people went there. Here we go, boy. Jamal Hill. He's Jamal Hill tweeted those eyes.
Yeah,
He's the light heavyweight champion, but he hurt his Achilles. He tore his Achilles tendon in a UFC 3-on-3 pickup basketball game.
it was a size
Fucking
difference in them,
around.
dude. Like Alex is way taller, but look how
Yeah,
dense.
Jan's a
Jan's
natural.
huge.
Yeah, naturally bigger.
Oh shit!
Oh, that was a sneaky kick, dude. I never seen that. That was like a hook kick to his.
Right to his fucking calf,
Yeah, karate chopped his thigh. I've never seen that hook kick. That was slick,
dude. He
dude.
got that choke. Look at that.
I don't think he's tall enough to choke him from here.
I don't know, dude. He's look at that. If he gets this, bro, that's
I
gonna
think
be
he's not
fucking
tall
insane.
enough.
Oh, oh, yeah. Look at the
You
size,
got to be real tall. You'd have to like get on your tippy toes. You'd
dude.
have to like pick them up off their feet
I
to catch them.
remember like when like I said like growing up watching this, and like even when it was on Spike, I remember I watched Evan Tanner fought what's that dude's name? It's right on top of my head, and that dude had that deep ass guillotine on him,
Yeah, yeah, I know who you're
choking the
talking about.
shit out of
Yeah,
him, dude. Evan Tanner got out, dude, and started beating on him and
yeah.
beating on him. I was like, dude, that
Another
thing was.
iconic fight.
I was like, that thing was deep.
Iconic fight. Iconic fighter.
What was that? Oh, it's right on top of my
It's crazy there's so many people in the UFC now that, like, all the memories I used to have of, like, the older age shit,
Yeah,
like, is totally wiped out of my mind because 'cause I'm trying to,
yeah.
like, fill the memory with the new guys, but Jan's got that single leg. Oh, that's not where Alex wants to be. That is not where Alex wants to be. I'm honestly surprised that, Jan shot so early. I figured he would push him up against the cage and do some, like, dirty boxing and stuff, but I'm surprised he shot that early. I thought he would stand with him a little bit more.
Is that body triangle in,
Ooh,
dude?
that
Fuck.
thing is fucking nasty too.
Oh fuck, dude.
Ooh, that's
No way.
he's fighting that backhand, but ooh, that looks pretty
That,
tight. I can't tell if that's under the chin or not.
it is now.
Oh yeah,
It
it
is
is.
now.
It
Oh
is
no.
now. Oh, he slid out of it.
Dude, I remember when I was at a wrestling practice one time and I was rolling around with Eric, if he's still on the podcast.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember one time he took my back, dude. He was cranking the shit out of my neck, dude. I was like, God damn, what are we doing? He's like, you don't want none, bro. You don't want none. I was like, what the fuck you choking me for? Like, but dude, like, speaking of that, I was like, dude, that's a strong motherfucker. Eric's a strong fucking dude. He's always
Yeah.
been a strong dude.
Yeah.
I still remember that. Like, there's so many fucking memories of shit like this.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, fuck, I remember when this happened.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You think anything's gonna happen from this? That's a deep body triangle though, bro.
It's gonna be
Especially
hard
with that big
for.
of a dude on you.
I mean, Pierre is such a good kickboxer, but it's like he's never really been tested on the ground, so it's gonna be interesting to know how good he is on the
Yeah,
ground and if he can escape a position like this. Body triangle, knelt down in a body triangle with Jan on his back. It's gonna be because even though Jan doesn't have the choking right here,
yeah.
uh, he does have that body triangle.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That wears on you, and like
Yeah, and
carrying
he's
that much
knelt
weight.
down.
Yeah,
He's not gonna be able to just stand up out of this.
he got it on the other side. Oh no.
So if Jan could tire out his legs here, Alex isn't gonna have a very good time kicking in the second round. He's not gonna be able to kick a lot if like there's not enough blood going to his legs.
Oh, yeah, you hear Cormier. He's like tripod. I was literally just
Yeah,
thinking that. I was like, just
yeah,
tripod your legs out. He's gonna get dumped over the top.
yeah. But I don't. Yeah, that body triangle looks low on him. So who knows? Because Jan has such good balance. He's a really high level grappler.
Yeah.
But I would say he's so well rounded. Like his striking and his grappling are pretty side by side.
Oof.
Just the fact that he keeps going for this, he's really wearing Alex down. It's gonna be interesting to see how Alex comes out in round two if he is throwing kicks or not.
But that like wears your arms down quite a bit though. Like trying to crank that because you're like all the
Yeah, but
blood's
I'm not
flowing.
sure how it doesn't look like he's really trying to finish. It looks like
Yeah,
he's trying to sink it in. It doesn't look
and
like
then
he's
okay.
trying to yank on something he doesn't have.
So I mean, like wrestling, dude. Like you would cross face or like even trying to get like control, dude. And like
Yeah, yeah.
you were just fucking burning your arms out.
You're putting everything into it.
Yeah,
It
dude.
didn't look like he was putting anything like it looked like he wasn't putting everything into it.
Yeah,
But even Alex Pierre, it looked like he had a hard time walking back to his corner.
yeah.
His legs look gassed.
Well, dude, that's a big dude that you're holding on to your fucking
Yeah, yeah. Who knows how much
back. Dude,
Jan weighs?
okay, so I'm gonna tell the story. Remember, I was telling you, I was like, I had the
Please
bet.
tell. Please
Okay,
tell.
so this was I was like, fuck, I don't know if I should wait for Nick or what, but
Well, it's the
so
co-main.
yeah, it's the
So
co-main, dude. But so this was I think it was my junior year at Kelso, and we were at, and like you're like, oh, do you have any crazy stories, right? This is always my go-to craziest story. So it was my junior year, and we were up north at a tournament, like a huge tournament. I think it was like the second one of the season, and I think we were at Auburn or Auburn Mountain View. I
okay.
think it was Auburn Mountain View. And Chris, the one that you already was talking about, was like, "Oh, we're
Yeah.
gonna fight on October 22nd."
Yeah.
So Chris was there too, and me and Chris have always been like super close friends since we were, I don't know, like sixth grade. And so Chris went 2-0 on the day, and then I had like the in between break between constellations before
Yeah.
I wrestled again. So Chris went down to the locker room and had to do like went and take a shower or whatever because he was done for the day, right? And I was just up there in the bleachers chilling, and he texted me. He's like, "Dude," I'm like, "What's up?" Back then, dude, you had like the flip phones or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the with the keypads and shit, whatever.
Sure.
He's like, "Dude, come to the locker room." I was like, "For what?" He's like, "Quit asking fucking questions." He does this to me now. He's like, "Quit asking so many fucking questions. Just do it."
I hate when people ask me questions too when I tell them to do something.
Yeah, I was like, "Okay." So I
Like,
go
go
down.
find out, dude.
I go down there, dude, and like I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "Dude," like wide eyed, he's looking at me, and I couldn't see like people behind him, right? Because he's like in my face, this. I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "Dude, look." I'm like, "Look at what?" He's like, "Look at this fucking dude." I look back, and there's, what I mean, this huge. He was a big fucking black dude, bro,
Yeah.
and he wrestled. I remember I saw him when we were at the scales earlier that morning for weigh-ins. He's a big dude, bro. He was like a weight class or two weight classes above me, thank God.
What were you wrestling at the time?
52,
52?
152, and I think he was at like 189. I think. Yeah, he was a big dude.
Okay.
So he's like, "Look," I was like, "What's up?" And I looked over, and this guy was like leaning against like the locker, like crying, like I mean, in tears and shit. I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" He's like, "Fuck." I was like, "What am I looking at?" He's like, "Dude, look at his fucking dick." I'm
I
like,
knew this was gonna be a
"Dude,
dick story.
listen." I was
I
like,
knew it.
"What?" And he's like, I was like, "Oh, dude," I was like, "I'm not looking at this shit, dude." And he's like, "Quit being a fucking fag and look." I will never forget this. Chris is like, "Quit being a fucking fag and look." And I was like, "Oh my god, all right, whatever." So I look over. I kid you fucking not, dude. I literally the definition of a fucking meat hammer.
Yeah.
This guy had his fucking dick taped to his thigh. Like
No shit.
not like high thigh, dude, like
Because he was in a singlet?
dude, he was like yeah, like, he was in his singlet, but he was wearing like the spandex like compression shorts like they
Sure,
fight,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Taped to his fucking thigh, dude. Like like bottom almost to knee, dude, just taped. And I'm like, "What the
Jesus.
fuck?" And Chris is like, "Dude." And then like, I was like, "This is fucking weird."
And
So
he
Chris,
was crying?
yeah, he was crying, right? And then Chris, like he has no filter, was a little like, "Hey, dude, I'm not gay." He's like, "But is that real?" I'm like, I started dying laughing.
As the dude's crying.
Yeah, I started dying laughing. And Chris is like, "What are you?" Or the guy's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Dude, you have your fucking dick taped to your fucking thigh," and like the dude's like, "Yeah." He's like, "They won't let me wrestle." And then he's like, "Why?" He's like, "Cause my dick keeps hanging out the bottom of my singlet."
No
And then, like,
way.
dude, I'm fucking dying. And Chris like is like, "Dude, what the fuck?" He's like, "I would give anything, literally anything to fucking be you right now." He's like, "You're probably fucking knocking mud holes in bitches, dude." It's like, dude, and like I I will
Oh
never
my
forget this,
god.
dude. And he gets up there and then like he keeps talking about it. And I was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" He's like, "Dude, just straight side pipe, dude." I was like, "What?" He's like, "That guy had the
Jesus.
definition of a fucking side pipe." And then Chris, I don't know what happened, but Chris went and talked to him again, like after like I calmed down or whatever. And he's like, "If it's not bad enough, I don't get fucking rug burn or mat burn on my dick. They won't even let me fucking wrestle." Well,
Wow.
literally, dude, like forearm, just fucking forearm side pipe
They're
taped to it.
being racist, dude. Let
And
him wrestle.
I was like, "This is insane, dude." And like, I will never forget. Chris was a little like, "Quit being a fucking fag and look." And I was like,
Dude.
"That's the most gay thing that you'd ever ask somebody to do."
No, I get it. Trust me. I would have said the same thing.
Yeah, like literally, that's like my go-to thing about any like crazy wrestling story or anything I've ever done. Like
That's
that's
iconic, dude. I can't believe they wouldn't let him wrestle.
I get yeah, I don't know, dude, but like yeah, they wouldn't let
He
him
had it taped up and they wouldn't let him
straight
wrestle.
fucking tape thigh, like this tape.
I wonder if they made him tape it probably.
I think that's probably what happened, and then
A grown man's like, dude, you gotta tape your dick.
yeah, and then
Can't come out
literally
here
what
like that.
happened is his shit just kept popping out the bottom of his singlet. So they were like, "You can't do this."
Oh my god.
You know
Get
what
him
I
a
mean?
longer singlet, dude. Like he obviously practiced before.
I don't
He
know,
knew that
dude,
was
but
gonna happen.
literally a fucking beer bottle, just soft as fucking soft can get, dude. Like breaking bitches' pelvis,
Damn,
dude.
dude,
I
that
would
poor
never.
guy.
Oh shit, that was a nice. And I told Chris, I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna tell it on the podcast." He's like, "They don't believe me. Call me." He's like, "I'll tell you exactly."
That is awesome, dude.
Oh, he's landing bombs, dude. Ooh,
That is hilarious. Dude,
ooh.
this is where Alex does his work, but also this is where Alex got knocked out too.
Yeah, that's true. You think Jan's tired though? Looking at him.
Jan looks tired, dude. I'm telling you that elevation's different. This is light heavyweight. I think Alex
Oof, oof.
moving up to middleweight
I
or
think.
moving up from middleweight
Yeah.
probably was an advantage.
I think yeah, he's tired.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you just see right there. Alex was like picking his shots because I don't
Yeah.
think he wanted to overcommit just in case for
Exactly.
that.
Exactly.
But like, watch this, bro. I will call Chris right now.
Get him on here.
I'll get him on the thing, dude. And oh fuck, let me call his bitch ass.
That that's an iconic story, dude.
That's literally like the crazy. Out of everything, like everywhere I've gone, even like shit like that, that is the most craziest fucking thing I've ever been a part of. Actually forced to be a part of. Is Nick here? Oh, let's see what this bitch ass says. Let me call him. If anything, he'll call me back.
Better now, maybe. That's still.
There he is. Hey, bro, what's up? Hey, so I'm here on the podcast, and I had to tell him about the story about when we were up at Auburn Mountain View for the wrestling tournament. Oh, I thought it was our junior year. Okay, yeah. So I told him about the story where you had to tell me to like come down to the locker room and to witness literally the definition of a side pipe.
There we go.
I told the story, but like, just tell them what you were, what you literally were talking to the dude about. Like, what? Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
No, you called me down because you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That is wild. Yeah, no shit.
I was telling
Oh my
I was
god.
telling him that you were like, dude, just look, and I was like, what? You're like, just look. Yeah, and I was telling him that I was like, I'm not gonna look, I'm not gonna look, and you're like, dude, quit being a fucking fag and look. And I was telling him that you're like, quit being a fucking fag and look.
That is iconic, dude. Oh my god. Stared at it,
Early.
huh?
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was
Damn.
telling him that he was crying that because they wouldn't let him wrestle, and he's like, it's not bad enough. I keep getting mat burn on my shit.
Damn. Dude, that's like a third knee, dude.
Dude, literally, the
That's Nick.
yeah. All right, all right, buddy. I'll let you get back to it, but I had to call it. We had to call you in to let you know. All right, bye. Oh fuck, that's so funny.
Yeah, it's a fucking stew in there, dude.
What's up, man?
Howdy.
How we doing?
Good, good.
Am I on your way? There we go.
Checking 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Steven saying that you went floating.
I
Yeah.
hear ya. I heard you.
Is there any? Can we see how loud we are?
We already set it up earlier. Now I just put the fights over it, but We got it all set up.
So I was the white salmon.
Okay.
Yeah. So went and did run down that, and it was the first time I did that. A buddy had a couple friends call out, and so he had already had all paid for it through RAS. So he's like, "Jump on it if you want." So
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Cool. Oh yeah.
he said, I was like, "I had some stuff to do. Can we be back by 7?" He's like, "Oh, yep, no problem. We got
yeah, it's always like that.
6:30 the latest."
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good, dude. I plan on doing this like every weekend, so whenever you're free to hop on.
So has this been the fight right here?
Yeah, this is a co-main event right now.
Yeah.
It's the end of the fight now. Do you watch UFC fights much?
Yeah, whenever there's like I mean, there's probably a few dozen fighters that I like.
Yeah,
So if they're
yeah.
on the card, I'll steal the stream
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
and
Hell yeah.
watch
Hell
it.
yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Alex Pierre just moved up to 205 to fight Jan. And Jamal Hill's the champ, but he just gave up the title. He had to give it up because he tore his Achilles.
Playing basketball, right?
Yeah. Yeah, a UFC pickup game with UFC fighters. He had to give up the belt, and now we didn't really watch the third round, but it looked like it was 1-1 going into the third.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on. I would imagine Blackwood's wrestling a bit.
Yeah, he did. He shot early, got him in a body triangle all the first round, had his back.
So the co-main is 5 rounds, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje. Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking sweet, dude.
Yeah, Jan's tired.
Yeah, it's at elevation too.
Yep.
Derek Lewis just fought.
Oh, how'd he do?
I was like, dude, he's got to.
Dude.
I knew he was gonna go balls to the wall in the beginning. Heavyweights at elevation, and he's fighting Diego Lima, or sorry,
No.
Douglas De Lima, heavyweight. And I was like, De Lima, I'm keeping you in suspense for a reason. I'm like, De Lima, though, really, this is like a jumping competition for him. So, the only chance he really has is like if he survives the first round with Derek. Derek's gonna be exhausted, and he might be able to pour it on from there. Derek Lewis runs out, flying knees him, hits him right on the chin, knocks him down, just ground and pounds him. It was like 40-second fight.
Yeah, it was like 45
Dude,
seconds.
it was fucking sweet.
I had a fight where I did something like that, but I pretended to pick up a rock off the ground and throw it, and then as he's like blocking the imaginary rock, I fly and knee him.
Oh my
But
god!
the cage was so long that like by the time I'm like running and jumping, he's like, "Oh, like, why did I block?" And then he catches me with a good one on the way in, but we got each other a little bit.
That's hilarious, dude. You ever seen Tony Ferguson throw sand? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That reminds me of that.
Yeah. I tried to sold it like I was actually I was like looking at the ground and I like grabbed it and like threw it like I had something heavy in my hand.
Dude, that's
was,
hilarious.
Oh, they gave it to Alex.
Woo! He must have won that third round. I wasn't really watching it much, but it looked like Jan was winning that third round.
I know he took him down towards the last half of it.
Yeah, wow, dude, that's interesting.
He's such a big dude, bro.
Yeah.
I bet on Jan, so.
Did you do the over unders?
I put Dustin Poirier in a parlay with Jan,
Okay.
so Jan lost. It's over.
I think it'd be a risky bet, but Francis Ngannou against
Oh, versus Tyson Fury? Yeah, he's got to be a big underdog.
I think when it first opened, it was something like seven dog. And
Oh yeah,
Tyson's
yeah,
thousand favorite.
yeah. That's fucking wild. I think they were just trying to get people to bet on it. I don't think the odds are that crazy now, but
Joe Rogan looks so small compared to these dudes.
fuck. He's like 5'6".
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he's small. Not small in a disrespectful way, but he's just a lot shorter.
Fucking shrimp. It's so hard fighting big, long guys that have like big frames. You can fight with a guy that's really strong and heavy, but they're like tall and like have big bones.
Yeah.
It's something. Just such a massive advantage having a big, wide
Yeah.
frame, tall
Yeah,
frame.
I agree. That's why when we were always training, I usually didn't train with people that were like taller or longer than me. Besides you, you were really the only person at the gym where I could like, okay, well if I fight somebody taller or longer than me, like you were the only person I could train with for that. It was definitely a lot different, but
I never did good. I always have such a hard time coping with somebody with big whatever.
yeah,
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 it's
yeah.
always I
I don't know if you remember this, but the highlight, dude, of my training days at Juggernaut, we were on Third Ave. Remember when we were on
yep,
Third
yep, yep,
Ave?
yep.
I was sparring with you, and of course, nobody in the gym could ever touch you, including me. And I hit an angle off the jab, and I don't remember what you did. You kind of like ducked down, not to like shoot a takedown or something, but I blasted you right in the head with the head kick. I like knocked your glasses off, dude. I was so fucking excited. I walked around like I just won the belt, dude.
Yes,
I was like the only one to touch you. I was like, dude, I can't believe I just fucking did that.
it feels so good.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it was the shit.
I move my head so much. It's I just keep it right out of range. And then
Yeah,
once you
yeah,
finally land
exactly.
one, like I've been fucking trying to do that for 3 weeks. Finally
yeah,
got it.
yeah, yeah,
Finally
exactly.
pulled you into it.
Dude, Jeff's like that too. He's not like tall and long, but he's so good at moving out of the way, like where you think he's in range, but he's not. He's super good at that.
That's Jeff is as good as anybody I've ever kickboxer boxed with his distance management.
Yeah,
Like he's
absolutely.
at the perfect distance from you to like almost always land a strike where you're always in danger, but he's always incredibly aware when he's going to be in danger, and so he moves just out of range, out of danger. He hovers on that real well.
Absolutely, yeah. I've never seen anybody do it like him.
Yeah.
How many fights did you have for your career?
Only 5 fights. Oh
Okay.
no, 7 fights.
Okay.
7?
Um, yeah. So I fought 5 times as an amateur.
Mm.
Mm.
Was I never really wanted to fight amateur because I trained for like 2 or 3 years. I never wanted to fight in the beginning. I just had a friend that was like um, in high school was such a rowdy asshole. I'm always like I had a chip on my shoulder and like getting in fights and
Mhm.
being a dick.
Mhm.
And my friend's little brother was like, man, I go to a place that women would kick your ass. 130-pound women would roll you the fuck up, and I'm like, that couldn't. That's not possible.
Yeah, it's hard for
In my
people to
mind,
fathom.
like
Yeah.
I, and he was dead serious, and so I called him on it. I was like, all right, well, I'll go with you. And he's like, yeah, come to my class next time. And so when I show up, like it's called Evolution, and we have like Dennis Holman, he's really good. Benji Raddick,
Mhm.
Evan Tanner. They used to be the heavyweight world
Yeah.
We were
champion,
just talking
Where
about that.
or
where
I mean
was this
middleweight
at?
world champion.
Where was Evolution at?
Next to Bob's, it's the Kalispell driving school.
Oh,
That
no
that room
shit.
it was in.
Oh,
I
really?
didn't know it
Yeah,
was there. Wow.
and so it was only there for several months maybe,
Yeah.
and then and that's where Dwayne Oliver, the guy I just went rafting with him that gave me the tickets. Like he was one of the coaches,
Mm.
and they just had so many killers there because people from Portland would come up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
people from Seattle would come there,
Yeah.
and so it just had these just murderers there, and
Yeah.
everybody murdered. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's this girl named Lisa Ward, like a jiu-jitsu world champion that would come around there or whatever. Like there's I don't know if
Isn't that crazy though? Like you wouldn't think like a place like Longview would have all these people that
Yeah.
come to it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
murderers. Like
Yeah.
yeah, I'm thinking of the girl that fought Ronda Rousey twice and cut her arm broke once. Misha Tate.
You should
Mhm.
say yeah.
She
Oh
was
yeah.
she would
Yeah.
hang out with Dennis Holman. She was with that crew.
Oh
And
wow.
so and there's a bunch of professional like world champion level, and so these girls are they're like I remember being in a choke and I'm fighting my life, and you shouldn't be
Yeah.
fighting that hard in sparring, but I'm
Sure.
fighting for my life to get out, and they're just armbarring me, choking me, and I
Yeah.
just couldn't stop them, and I was so baffled of like I just it was a paradigm shift in my mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was hard
Yeah.
to comprehend.
And that's most people's experience when they walk into an MMA gym.
Dude,
And I feel bad for people that have never experienced that because they think like they could fuck anybody up and things like that, but they never experienced something like
Yeah.
that. It's humbling.
yeah. Oh, it's Old Man Wayne. So
I love that, dude.
yeah, so he was there the first day I showed up, and he shows up late. So I'm already got my ass kicked by everybody, like 10
Oh,
different
he
ways.
was around in those days, huh?
Yeah, so that's how I met him.
Wow.
And he sees me. I'm thinking about like getting a sex change or something after like I was so like getting emasculated
Oh
there,
shit.
and he's like, "Hey, come beat me up," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Nah, man, like you're also so old. I might like if I move around, I might break your hip or something. Like I don't want to. I'm done." And he's like,
That was my same exact thoughts. He said the same thing to me, and that was my same exact thoughts, dude. And then he fucked me up, and I was like, "What the fuck, old man?"
still to this day, nobody taps me out more than he does.
Yeah, yeah,
So he was like, "Hey, take me down." I was like, "I don't know," and he's like, I'm kind of being obstinate and not trying to take him down, and so
yeah,
he like trips me, throws me ass over tea kettle.
yeah,
And I'm like, all right, well, fuck, okay, let's say that's how it is. And so I tried to spear tackle him, and he like trips me again. And
yeah,
I was like, hey man, I'm losing my temper right now. Like
yeah,
I'm like not having a good time. I'm gonna go. Sorry, thank you, but
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
leaving. And I so I take off, and then I was like, I learned jujitsu, I could rule the world.
yeah,
I
yeah,
knew this thing. Like,
yeah, yeah. That's hilarious, dude. You talked to Wayne lately?
yeah, hang with
You guys?
he comes to my house 3 days a week.
That's
And
what I thought.
yeah,
Yeah,
Nice.
he's in his late 70s.
and
Damn,
he's
bro.
short, dude, and he will fuck all of us
Like
up.
buck
It's
60 maybe.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's got to be what, 5'6"?
He's like 5'6". Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, he's like kind of a hunchback old man. Like,
yeah, yeah.
Damn, dude.
Legit old man, dude. But he's strong as an ox, dude, and he'll throw you too. He was. I know he did judo, but I don't know if he was ever a champion or something. But I know he was pretty good at judo.
yeah, I know he competed for a long time, and I'm
Yeah,
sure he's won regional volleys or whatever you call
yeah,
them.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he would technically be a red belt in judo because his 59th year of judo was in February.
Holy
Damn, bro.
shit, dude. That is fucking wild.
That's insane.
Yeah, that dude's a trip.
And he also he fell out of a tree like 30 feet, broke his leg in half, with the femurs poking out of his leg, and then he has to crawl to the road. He lives up way out in Calamara
I
on
heard
the
about
river,
that.
Damn, bro.
and his bones sticking out of his leg so far. When he's trying to crawl under his gate, it's getting caught up on the gate. Like,
Oh my god, that guy's a fucking
and
savage,
then
dude.
3-4 months later, he's back at the gym,
Damn,
rolling.
bro.
Yeah,
Jesus, I didn't know that.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. He was in the hospital for 2 weeks. They had to life flight him. Like
Wow.
he was like
That's insane.
his heart was stopping and stuff once because he crawled to the road, waved the guy down. The guy stops, calls the 911, and then he's losing consciousness and like losing pulse, and then would come to and then go out, and then they're like, "You fuck,
Yeah, especially being 70 years old.
like,
Jesus. Yeah, that dude is a different breed.
you never like." So he built a dojo at his house
Hmm.
underground, and it's a giant round room, probably 25 foot in diameter, and he filled up the floor on the flooring of it. He filled it up with water, and then put a bunch of inner tubes that were all hooked up to a compressor, and then built a floor on top of the inner tubes. So when he slammed people on the mat, it would
It was
absorb.
soft.
Yeah,
Oh
he's an
my
old mechanic, so
god.
you go to his place.
Dude, that's so fucking dope.
It's so dope. He built it with a pickaxe. He did it with
Dude, that's
no
Oh
dope.
shit.
my
That's
god.
dope.
Yeah.
And so if you would ever sparring in there, he would pump up the mat, or he'd just flip a switch, and it would make the floor a lot stiffer, so you could spar on it. And then if you're
Wow.
slamming people, you could lower it.
Damn,
Dude,
The
dude.
guy's a
that
wizard.
dude is. Yeah,
Dope.
yeah, that's what he is. He's a fucking wizard, dude.
You guys got a brewski somewhere?
Yeah, this right here. Hop out of your way.
Let's get you a cooler.
Oh, don't fuck that mouse.
I always thought the last few fights that Poirier had, he didn't seem as like ferocious, or that when he lost, he like could be. I just he didn't seem as like ferocious as he normally has. That's
I agree, and I think it's because he's fighting guys that take him down, hold him down. I think he gets like mentally defeated.
I've never seen that come across, that emotion or sensation never appeared in Justin Gaethje. He doesn't have any quit.
Yeah, yeah,
He
That's
does
true.
never
That's
never
true.
defeated mentally. There's nothing
Yeah,
you can do to
when he
Yeah.
fought Khabib, he had a little bit of that too.
No, you know
I
what?
mean,
You're right.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
When he got choked, he wasn't fighting as hard or was it TKO'd or no? He got choked, right?
He got
Yeah, I
choked.
think he
Yeah,
got choked
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember thinking that he really wasn't fighting tooth and nail.
It's almost like they just like, all right, Khabib has me down. He's gonna submit me. Here it comes. It's like a wave that you can't get out of the way for.
Yeah.
But that's why I thought, like, I think Justin has a really good chance of wrestling in this fight. But also, Dustin is so fucking hard to take down too.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be so interesting. I think their wrestling kind of cancels each other out, and I
Yeah.
think that's why they're gonna have a fucking car crash of a fight.
That was the thing that when I first started jujitsu that I loved most was hard sparring. Once you somebody on your level that's like
Yeah,
competitive with you, and one day you have a better sparring match than him, and then vice versa.
yeah,
And so you guys are really like competing. And anyways, just blasting each other, beating the tar out of each other. It's so fun. It's the funnest thing.
yeah,
I love how the main event just came on, and now I have to go get
yeah.
edible.
Oh no!
It's okay though. Keep me posted on this
I will. I will.
for sure, dude. We got to do this again.
Yeah, for sure, dude. We will.
Alright, man.
We will. I appreciate you coming, bro.
Yeah, dude. 100%. Yeah, I got to pick up my daughter. Right.
Sorry for being late.
No, you're
man.
good,
It's
man.
all good. We'll
Yeah.
do this again, boys.
Yeah, for
We'll do
sure,
this
for
again.
sure. Where do you want me to put this at?
Just leave it. I'll
Okay.
clean it up. Don't worry about it.
All right, boys.
Take it easy.
Yeah, you too.
All right, my man.
Enjoy this. Enjoy the fight. Keep me posted.
Thanks for coming, brother.
Yeah, dude.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll do it again. You got it, dude. I will. Yeah, dude. I can't wait for this fight.
You train at Jugs? Oh, I heard Jugs just went under.
Did?
That's
I
what
didn't hear that.
that's-
I haven't been there in a while. I've been working so much lately. I got 2 kids now.
I
But,
just heard that just in like last week.
Really?
That's what I heard. But it was from Dwayne, who I was drafting with him. I think his son was going to the kids class. Maybe. You ever go to the base?
You like Ryan?
No, I'm not a fan of Ryan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I just,
wait. We talked about this. We
Yeah.
already talked about this. He was around in those Team Quest days, dude.
Ryan was. Yeah, I
Yeah.
never met him back in the day.
Me neither. I only know him as a jiu-jitsu coach, but I've heard his past.
Yeah, I
He's
don't know.
buddies with Evan Tanner back in the day.
Oh, what? Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know anything about him. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I just know of him like what I've.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he's a fine dude.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. 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 They were him and Amy were on SUG,
Hmm.
Mission Underground, Chael Sonnen's thing.
That's cool. It was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I love SUG. I love watching that shit.
His I think he got his black belt from Chris D'Elia.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I used to wrestle forever.
Really?
Beat each other up way back in the day.
Oh, that's sweet, dude. That's wild.
It's so weird. Some of the people that I've seen do well in MMA or kickboxing or jiu-jitsu or whatever
Mhm.
are some of the people that I would have never expected.
Really?
Yeah. What,
It's I kind of get that vibe from some of these guys that I see in the UFC. It's almost like I totally get what you're saying.
there's like Chris D'Elia was always like a I just thought he was very average or whatever.
Sure.
He never intimidated me, or I never got the sense that I never once thought, dude, you're gonna fucking killing it.
Sure.
There's some people that are ferocious and that like emit like radiate like ferociousness or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
There's like a competitor. Like some people are just ultra competitive. And,
Yeah.
And yeah, he was just never one of those guys, but he's fucking he's a stud. Like,
Mm.
not really good. Nick Cunning's another one of those guys that ran.
He was at Arsenal, right?
He might have stopped in Arsenal a couple times, but he ran them before there was Arsenal. There was. I'm sorry, no, he was running. I was thinking Juggernaut. Yeah, he ran Arsenal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know him. Yeah, yeah. I saw him at Red Robin, like, because I went to Arsenal when I was like 15.
Okay.
I actually met you there. But yeah, like I said, I was like 15 at the time I met Nick, and then I seen him at like Red Robin like 6 months ago, and I was wearing like a UFC shirt, and I could tell he liked my shirt, but I knew he didn't know who I was. But I knew exactly who he was. It was kind of funny seeing him.
Yeah, he was always like it's not he trained he liked he really loved jiu-jitsu and MMA and whatnot and trained
Yeah.
a lot. But he was never like a tough dude. He was never like a ferocious guy, or
Oh.
he was never like he didn't like getting hurt. Like there's some people that
Sure.
you can give a body shot and they'll like it might hurt real bad, and but they'll just like whatever,
Push
like,
through it.
push
Yeah.
through it. And some people he hit and hurt them to the liver. They're like, nope, I can't handle it.
Yeah.
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 He was one of those guys, but he trained and trained and trained, and then he became tough. Like,
Yeah. Wow. It's so like people give Charles Oliveira a lot of slack saying that like earlier in his UFC career he used to give up a lot and things like that, and then he fights guys like Tony Ferguson, then he fights for the belt and things like that, and everybody counted him out. But he's one of those guys that like had a switch, but we got to see it at the highest stage, the highest level possible. But he's one of those guys that made a switch like that.
yeah, I never watched him back like too far back.
He had some wars with Nick Lentz back in the day.
I just remember having like I couldn't like specify like what fight what I thought about him, but I just
Sure.
had a general vibe of like not being too impressed with him, and then him
Yeah.
start just lighting people up, and
Exactly.
how it was blowing me away. Yeah,
That's why not lot of people paid attention to him. He wasn't very impressive back in the day. I mean, everybody knew he was good at jujitsu, but he kind of would get hurt and get out of there and things like that. But yeah, he made a switch on the biggest stage possible.
this might be an unpopular opinion, but I think there's so much luck that goes into the game that everybody at this level is so good that you could be better in every single way than the people you're fighting, but get 10 losses in a row, and there's nothing really you're doing wrong. There's just really small chances. Like
Yeah,
there's so much randomness and chaos that's happening in a fight, and you
I
just
agree 100%. I mean, there's a lot of X factors that people don't think about, especially when they're like betting fights. Like, is this guy injured? How did he cut weight? There's a lot of
what's his baby
factors.
mama doing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Mental space. Yeah, a lot of people don't think about things like that. But also, like what you're saying, you could be doing everything right and just not even like do something wrong, but just do something different, and it doesn't work out. I mean, you could do that same thing and it works out, or you could do that same thing and it doesn't work out. It's so
yep.
chaos.
And I think people get so starved to solve the problem that they will they'll have scapegoats and point fingers at things that like I did this wrong when it really wasn't that. They're just
Yeah,
too ready to latch onto a solution.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've never heard anybody else think like that, but
I mean, I think a good example was like you kicking me in the face. Like uh, I have 1,000 times more experience than you at that
yeah,
moment.
yeah,
But if I spar with you enough times, you are going to time something right. You are going to
yeah,
land something, and
yeah.
I'm gonna
That's a good point.
yeah, like
Yeah, yeah, that's a great point. Way to bring it back around.
no, but it's like that with a lot of the. I mean, there's just so many people I've trained with so many times, and it's like um, you're going to get caught. You're playing Russian roulette almost when you're fighting, throwing
Yeah,
punches and kicks, and
absolutely,
like every time I'm close
absolutely.
enough to damage you, I'm also close enough to be damaged,
Yeah,
and I have to be. Our reaction times are only so fast, and like
yeah,
we can only be so unpredictable, and also like you're trying in your unpredictability. Like they throw a random weird punch and you face plant it, like you
yeah,
headbutt it, or
yeah, yeah. Exactly.
it's so sketchy, man. That's why like even though I feel like I beat almost anybody up, it's like a rare day I find somebody I feel like is better and gnarlier than me at fighting.
Yeah,
But every single person that I get in a fight with like has a chance of fucking hurting me, like knocking
yeah,
me out,
absolutely. Yeah,
like slamming me on my head. It's like everybody
yeah.
has that ability to fucking hurt you.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like training in the gym. Fuck getting in fights outside of the gym, dude.
It's
Like,
dude, they're scary.
fuck that,
Fights in
dude.
the gym are scary. Like if
Yeah,
I'm sparring
yeah,
somebody really good, I get butterflies and stuff. Like
yeah. But at least you know they're not gonna soccer kick you in the head or
right,
something.
or
But
stomp on your
but there's
yeah,
always
yeah.
that. There's always that too. Yeah,
Even though they're not going to do that, it still makes me nervous sparring certain
yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah. You think like average people like me think like, oh, these guys at a high level, they're not nervous. They're gonna enjoy going out there.
Yeah.
Those guys are just as fucking
Oh,
nervous.
I never wasn't puking nerve. I was always so scared, man. Like I thought I
Yeah,
was gonna disappoint and everybody and embarrass myself. I was just so afraid of that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I figured at a high level like UFC, guys wouldn't think like that, but they absolutely do.
Yeah, there's so much pressure on them.
Yeah,
It,
yeah, man. Southpaw against Orthodox.
I always thought that was scary. Like, okay,
Headbutts.
there's that leg. Their left leg is so
Yeah.
cocked to hit you in the. Ooh,
Yep.
a nice two piece by Gaethje.
Both these guys can close distance so fast that it looks like they're both safe, but they both can close that distance so quick.
Something that might become a factor because we were talking about the elevation was they're at like 4,000 feet and Gaethje trains normally at like 5,000 feet
Yeah.
and Poirier
Yeah.
trains at 13 feet.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Interesting to see because Dustin kind of poured it on him the first fight and kind of took over.
I thought I was winning that fight. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I was certain he was going to win the last fight.
I figured they both try to wrestle a little bit more in the beginning. But this is also for the BMF belt. Jorge
Yeah,
Masvidal's
yeah,
giving away. I mean, I wonder if they feel the pressure where they have to slug it out,
yep.
or if they're both confident they can slug it out with each other.
Oh yeah.
But
I mean, I would imagine they both think they can knock the other guy out. They're gonna.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. But I would assume they have confidence in their wrestling ability too. I figured maybe they would shoot a takedown, try and wear on each other against the
Ooh,
cage or something.
the cool thing with like taking somebody down when you don't actually intend on like wrestling them is it just gives you only have so much bandwidth in your brain to be trying to counter and slip and move and get away
Yeah,
from punches. But then when they take you down, now that you have to take a little bit of that bandwidth and use it to defend takedowns, think about them, be
yeah,
aware
that's
of
a
them.
great point. Yeah,
Yeah, I always thought Poirier was really good at his timing was dead on,
yeah.
so he was able to. Ooh,
Gaethje's super good at throwing punches while a guy is on his way out.
catching, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, catching him on the way out. Justin's always been good at that. He throws so fast that it's like you almost don't see it coming.
he's also pretty good at like timing it when he's getting teed off on. He'll
Yeah,
shell up and move
yeah,
around and then time a good punch.
absolutely, yeah.
Was that? It didn't even look like it was his chin.
Justin's throwing a lot of head kicks this first round.
Oh, he's a little cut on his left eyebrow. Gaethje does. Ooh,
That was slick.
you ever been popped real good?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. One of the hardest I ever got punched. I was sparring with Benji Raddick, and I went to duck under. I thought he was gonna throw a hook, and I went to roll the hook, but he threw an uppercut, and I like
Ooh,
it hit me right in the chin, and it sat me on my butt.
yeah,
And I remember thinking like, get the fuck up, Nick, get up, get up, get up. Like he's gonna tee off on you, and
yeah,
I couldn't move. I was numb, and
yeah,
I was like super slow, and I was like, no, he's gonna get you. And he's like, oh man, hey, you
yeah.
need to take a break for a little bit, bud. And I'm like,
Dude, the only time I actually got rocked in training was we were back at the mall and I was sparring with Chase
yeah,
Alderman
yeah.
and he was getting ready for a fight. So he was like he was like trying to dial everything in.
Yeah.
I just remember my hands were up
Ooh.
and I like come
Ooh.
back to, and he's like he turned around and walked away, and I was like, what the fuck happened? Well, the round was over. I didn't even hear the bell. You know how loud the bell is in there. I didn't even hear the bell. He fucking head kicked me, and it stunned me so bad. I didn't even hear the bell. I just woke up to him turning around and walking away, and I was standing there like this.
It's such a weird
What the fuck?
feeling. Yeah, it's so
It was like I
confusing.
woke up at the gym. I was like, what the fuck?
I've never been really punched hard enough to like have like a weird gap in my memory, but I used to ride BMX bikes,
Oh
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
used to freestyle, whatever, like park competition stuff all over, and
Mm.
I've hit my head a couple times where I'm like looking around, I'm like I don't know where I'm at.
Oh
Like, I'm
wow.
confused. I'm like I have a sense. So the specific instance I'm thinking of right now is I was in Beaverton at this skate park called D3, and I was doing
Yeah,
a
yeah.
backflip and I spun too hard off the ramp and I smacked my head on the way up.
Oh
And I'm
wow.
looking around and my friends are like, "You all right?" And this lady's like, "You know where you're at?" And I was like, "I thought I was in Claskenai." And I was thinking, I was like, "We're in Claskenai." I'm looking around, but this isn't Claskenai. But I have
Yeah.
this weird like three-dimensional sense that I'm in
Yeah.
Claskenai.
Oh wow,
And
that's
then
wild.
I was like, Oregon, and I knew the day and knew my name and knew the month, but there's a few
Sure.
details I didn't know. And I was like, oh, I'm doing backflips. I need to do a backflip. And so I was like, got back on my bike and I tried it again. And then I under rotated and landed on my front tire and I blew up. And then I got on my bike and then tried it for a third time and landed it. And I started getting nauseous.
Oh yeah, I'd imagine,
Yeah, I was
dude.
like, man, I need to. Yeah,
Did you wear a helmet when you were doing
yeah. I
BMX?
always wore a helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even that, dude, you get cracked with the helmet on still.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
That's wild. I didn't know you used to ride bikes.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, I used to. That was my entire life for probably from 13 to 18.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then I started fighting at 17 and I ruptured my kidney. Oh!
Oh shit!
Over!
Holy shit!
Through his guard. It knocked him out through his hand.
Oh my god,
He
dude!
got head kicked.
Wow!
He's not completely unconscious, but he was 99% unconscious.
Jesus, dude, that was fucking gnarly. I looked away for a split second and I missed it.
Yeah, he blocked it. It was a kick. He goes and he blocks it, and it like hits his forearm and still catches him.
Oh
I
man!
think it hit his neck.
Wow! Good for Gaethje.
Yeah.
Good for Gaethje. I've been watching his countdown videos all week.
Yeah.
Yeah, he.
You ever watch Embedded?
Oh yeah. When I have time to, but yeah, I try and watch them all. I love that Embedded series. I want to make like an Embedded, but for like people making their UFC debut. Because the reason they don't
Oh.
pay those guys is because
Nobody
nobody
knows them,
knows who
yeah.
they are. But like, if you promoted those guys, they would get paid more because more people know who they are, and you would get paid more because more people would know who they are. Like as the UFC. So,
I wonder how much it costs to make an Embedded though.
oh, I'm sure quite a bit. But why not have like a low level YouTube channel for guys making their debut or something? You know, doesn't have to be like oh yeah, oh
Oh,
oh,
his hand just
wrapped around
was.
his head.
Yeah, his hand was like in front of his ear, but the kick landed like on his.
Saw it coming. Oh, but shut him off.
Yeah.
The foot wrapped around the back of his head. Damn, dude.
It was he actually hit him with a jab too. It looked like, or a little bit of a right hand. Elliot Ullman used to knock people out. At a point had I think 3 head kick knockouts in a row.
Yeah,
with
that shorter guy, right?
Yeah, with that
Yeah.
exact kick. He
Wow.
would throw his right hand and then
Follow it with the head kick?
yeah, and his hands are still out. Then he's like throwing a head kick with it.
Yeah, that momentum.
Because you're also conditioned to slip from side to side or move
Oh,
from
yeah,
side to side.
yeah.
You're, like you go left, right.
Yeah.
But you go to the right, and people don't time it. Like,
Dude, that's why I like the in sparring. I throw like a left hook to the body, left hook to the head, like a Mike Tyson combo.
Yep.
Because they block the left and then they're waiting
Yep.
on the right. And it's
Yep.
Like, nah, it's still coming. Yeah, I like that shit. Yeah, I remember Elliot.
Well, what happened with
You gonna ask about Stephen Thompson?
Kevin Holland?
Kevin Holland, he beat the shit out of Michael
Oh
Chiesa, dude.
yeah.
He basically manhandled him. There was a couple times he took him down by pushing him over. He was like teeing off on him, and then he rear naked choked him,
Wow. Chiesa is. Uh,
or he Darce choked him. I don't remember. It was one of the two.
it was a choke.
Yeah, it was a
But
choke.
he's one of the toughest human. He's one of those other people that I've never seen quit in them. Like,
Yeah,
just absolutely has none
he's
of
a
it.
dog, dude. You see that? I was telling Miguel earlier. See that my bookie hat up there?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's signed by Kevin Holland. That was
Oh, cool.
he wore that after he won a fight. The next fight he got in the UFC. So the fight they were scouting him at, he put that hat on, then he signed it later, and I won it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's fucking
That
sick.
is cool. I love Kevin Holland so much.
Me too. I got another one of his autographs somewhere. I was gonna post it up right here, and I took it down, and I forgot where I put it, but I got it around here somewhere.
That'd be cute putting that thing in a little like a glass case.
Fuck yeah, dude. Eventually I will. Yeah, Kevin Holland's a special fucking guy, dude. How he knocked out Jacare?
That was so cool.
Everybody's like, how's he gonna do on the ground? It knocks him out.
Doesn't need it to.
Yeah, like what the fuck? He's like, I'm not gonna sit here and go position for position with Jacare. I'll just fucking smash him. Crazy. Wow, dude, that's wild. I was not expecting that.
I got my eardrum blown out just like that. I was sparring with this guy named Billy McMillan, and he threw a head kick, and I blocked the head kick nice, but his foot wraps around my forearm, and it smacks me in my ear, and it
Oh
blows me.
man.
Just pops, and it's like, me.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh man. You get nauseous when that happens, or get like vertigo?
no, no, I didn't get vertigo.
Oh,
I
thank
got
God.
vertigo from fights though. I've got beat
Oh,
up
sure.
real
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vertigo's the worst, dude. I hate that
yeah.
shit.
I got it from sparring a couple times too.
Oh man.
And so like for a few days when I move my head side to side, I'd start spinning and
Oh my God.
uh,
Yeah, that would be miserable.
it is. It's
I try to stay away from anything that'll give you vertigo. I can't stand it, dude.
you get punched enough. I think what happens is it like dislodges the bones or whatever, the
Yeah.
little bitty baby bones in your ear.
Yeah. Yeah. Gonna fight Islam.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna beat Khabib.
Yeah.
I thought he had
Yeah.
the style to beat him. Khabib's
Yeah, a lot of people. I bet on Khabib, and so many people were saying Justin Gaethje has the style to beat him,
yeah, I thought so.
and that was great for me because Islam or Khabib wasn't that big of a favorite in that fight, so I put like $200
Oh
on
yeah,
him. Yeah, yeah, I was like, yeah, well, I mean, he definitely does when you break it down, but God, Khabib is just so good at wrapping up your legs and shit. But
he's the most dangerous wet blanket there's ever been.
exactly, yeah, yeah. I got Khabib's autograph right up there.
Oh, cool
Yeah, it's
beans.
too bad that he it's the one that he beat Connor in because I like Connor more, but
Oh yeah.
I love Connor, dude. But oh well, it's his autograph. I'll keep it.
Talking about assholes, you watching the Nate Diaz and Jake Paul fight?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll watch it. I'm
Talking
not
about
like,
that boxing match.
yeah, I'm not balls deep in it, but yeah, a lot of people. I tell people I like MMA and shit, and they're like, "What about Jake Paul?" And I don't discredit Jake Paul. He is a good boxer, especially he's fighting Anderson Silva and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he's some pushover like YouTube nerd, but um, for a while there, he was just calling out people smaller than him.
Jake Paul, you talking about?
Yeah, he was like, he's calling.
It's dumb. It's
Yeah, he's like 200 pounds. He's calling out like Conor McGregor. He's calling out Henry Cejudo. It's like, but then he fought Anderson Silva, and I had a lot of
yeah.
respect for him
Yeah,
then.
it's exactly how I felt about it.
Yeah,
Your size and strength is such a massive advantage.
yeah,
And for you to like call out people 2, 3 weight classes below you.
yeah. To just box.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
taking them out of their element, like it's
yeah.
silly. I don't have. just see it as such a bully bitch move.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just don't have
yeah,
any respect for it.
yeah.
But when he fought, I thought he was gonna get murked by Anderson Silva.
We all did.
I thought I
We
going to
all
bet the
did.
house on it. Um,
Yeah.
then he hung in there with him, and so I was like,
Dropped him in the 5th.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was wild.
Then I thought he was gonna beat Tommy Fury.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
And then I
Yeah,
was
and
wrong
then Tommy
about that
Fury worked
too.
him. He looked sick or something in that fight. Something looked off. It looked like he was tired after the first round or like midway through the first
Jake
round.
Paul.
Yeah, Jake Paul. He already looked like he wasn't in there or he was sick or something. It looked like he wasn't the normal Jake Paul that we know. Wow, dude, what a head kick.
Dana White hates that. I think he gets fined for that.
Probably, dude. If he like you think that's like it's probably slick up there, whatever that they have over the
Yeah, it's
cage.
yeah.
If he slips and breaks his neck, dude, he's gonna sue the UFC for $1 gazillion.
Yeah,
So I'm sure he gets fined for it.
I think so Dana White is scared they're gonna get hurt. Is what he's like, man, you're gonna blow your knee out, whatever.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't know if it was a specific commission or if it was like the Nevada or the California Athletic Commission, but they said we'll fine you X amount of dollars if you jump off the cage. I don't know if that's
I think if you even get on the cage,
oh
they'll fine you.
really?
They try and
I
like
know I
security
know
will pull you down. Yeah.
but it's
Which I
like
think is dumb, dude. They can only do one thing as a cage fighter: jump on the cage. Give them the one fucking
yeah.
thing, dude.
You get people to slip off that side. You're throwing a right hand at them, and they slip to the right of your hand, or
Yeah,
yeah, the right of your hand,
yeah,
and then that kick comes up right after.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Beautiful, beautiful.
So what other autographs you got? Well, there's a bunch of.
That's from Extreme Couture. I was supposed to go when I was 21. I've been to Extreme Couture in Vegas a few times. The only time that I was there when Randy Couture was there, he was fighting. He signed a fight to fight Lyoto Machida, so he was upstairs and they had it blocked off. Nobody could go see him, and you can hear him rolling around up there. So we didn't get to meet him. Then when I was 21, we were supposed to go to Vegas for my birthday. I got really sick. I had to like go to the hospital. I was severely dehydrated and shit. And so I had to stay home. My family went without me, and they went to Extreme Couture and they met Randy Couture, and then they had pro classes going on, and all the pros there
That's
signed that shirt
sick.
for me. It says like "Get well soon" and stuff. That's cool. I met Tyson Griffin there way back in the day. I think I was like 13.
Yeah, Extreme Couture in Vegas was popping for
Yeah,
a minute.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of had like a resurgence.
Yeah. Has it?
Yeah, yeah. They got Sean Strickland fights out of there.
Oh, I saw that group. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And Francis Ngannou was there for a little bit, wasn't he?
I'm not sure. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was. Someone else, like I was just thinking of their name. I can't remember it, but
Is it Alex is there too? No. Because I saw Sean
no,
Strickland.
Sean Strickland went to Alex's gym.
Oh,
Not not vice
okay.
versa,
That's
but
what I
yeah,
was thinking about.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Boom.
So, Wonder Boy,
Michelle Piera
Michelle Pierre,
fight got canceled last minute.
yeah, because he missed weight by 3 pounds.
Yeah.
So the Wonder Boy, do you know the details on it? Why Wonder Boy didn't?
Wonder Boy just said no. He said his last fight, the guy missed weight, and he took the fight and he lost,
And he regretted it.
and he
Okay.
regretted it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Said,
I
"Fuck
mean,
it."
yeah, you got to be a professional, man.
Yeah, yeah. Especially Michelle Piera. I think it's like a big risk. It's kind of doing him a favor by fighting him because Michelle's on his way up, and Wonder Boy's at the top. Just beat Kevin Holland not too
Yeah,
long
yep,
ago,
yep,
you know.
yep.
So he's at the top, and it didn't make much sense to take the fight. So the fact that he did it, and it's almost like Michelle wasn't taking it serious, or he got hurt. Who knows?
Yeah, that's
But he just said, "Fuck it." I didn't know he only missed 3 pounds. I just heard he missed weight, so Wonder Boy uh, didn't agree to fight him. I didn't know it was only 3 pounds.
yeah. 174. You got 1 pound
Okay, yeah,
difference, and so he
yeah.
was 3 pounds above that weight.
Wow, that's it, huh?
Yeah, I mean, uh, yeah, I would be pretty
Mm.
irritated. You'd have to give me a lot of their purse.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you'd have
yeah,
to make it not worth
yeah,
it for them. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Just
I
have
mean,
a
they already
spite.
take 50%.
Was it 50%?
If you miss weight, 50% of their purse.
Is
Yeah.
it 50%?
Yeah, but the problem is most of the time, like there's some there you can find the numbers out there, but when somebody misses weight, it's like 99%, or
So
sorry,
it was
like
a higher percentage.
90% of the guys that miss weight win the fight. So yeah, you're getting 50% of their purse, but they're getting their win bonus too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I missed weight once. It was my only fight. My first pro fight. I fought at 145. I was
Oh really?
I fought at 55 for a lot of the fights. I mean, I had a bunch of kickboxing matches.
Okay.
I grappled and whatnot, competitions and stuff. But I so the gym gets a call to fight. They're asking Nick Cunning to fight this guy named Marcos Kamada, and Nick Googles him and he's like, "No, absolutely not. I will not fight this guy." He at that point he was like 6-0 with all arm bars in the first round. He
Holy
was
shit.
7-time jiu-jitsu world champion. He was 44-0 in Abu Dhabi matches and never lost a match.
Oh my
At the
god.
highest level of jiu-jitsu, never lost a match. Anyways, or at least in Abu Dhabi.
Sure.
And Nick Honey's like, no, and I was like, I'll beat his ass. I don't like. He's like, I'm like, he can't choke me or submit me if I knock him the fuck out.
Yeah,
And,
of course.
and Nick's like, all right, take it. But it was at 145, and I walked around at 185.
Okay.
So like I was like, I could cut the 55. It was hard, but I did my whole cut in 48 hours. So I was like, I probably got another 10 pounds in me. Like let's do
Mm.
it. I think I'll just start cutting weight sooner. But it was also like 2 weeks away, and
Mm.
so, anyways, I started doing a bunch of cardio and trying to lose a little bit of muscle weight.
Mhm.
So when I did start cutting weight, I had a little bit lower level to start at, and I got down to 148, and I
Mhm.
was sat in the sauna for 12, 13, 14 hours, something like that, 15
Oh my
hours.
god, nothing else to
And
lose.
after like 7 or 8 hours, I stopped sweating, and so
Yeah.
I stayed in the sauna for hours.
Heat exhaustion at that point.
Well, I would go in, I would dump my head in like really cold water or put
Sure.
it under cold water. So
That's
I
how you
would.
get an aneurysm.
Oh yeah, yeah. Blood pressure just spiking as high as
Yeah.
it can possibly spike right then.
Yeah.
And so for hours I did everything I could, because I still would get on the scale and be like, maybe I'm a gram lighter. Like, let me get
Yeah,
as
yeah.
much weight as possible. And he was pretty upset. The guy wanted like half my purse.
And how much were you getting paid?
Like $1,000 or something.
Yeah, and
Wasn't
he
it?
wanted.
1,000 fight, 1,000 to win. But they flew me over to Florida, and they rented a house for me and stuff. It was a
Mm.
pretty cool experience.
And you're 0-0 at
I
this
was oh
point?
no at that time.
Yeah, and he wants to take half your purse. What the fuck?
What a dick.
He's got 6-0, 6 arm bars, and
Yep,
he
yep,
wants half
yep,
your
yep.
purse. Fuck, dude. Give me a break.
Yeah. So he ended up beating me up the first couple rounds because I tried my hardest to keep it standing, and I just couldn't keep him
Sure.
off me from taking me down. And then the last round, I was like, I'll just take him down, like beat him, like I'll just try to out wrestle him.
Sure.
And I was able to win most of the round, and then at the end of it, he was just such a crafty dude, and he ended up like taking my back and trapping one of my arms, and he had my back, and he has
Yeah.
a completely sunk rear naked choke in, and I was able to push myself up with my one hand, and then I grabbed his head and I dolphin dived on the top of his head, and it rocked him so bad he let go, and I just start elbowing him in the head, and the ref runs over and like shoves me off, and I was like, I
Wow.
just won, and I was like celebrating, but it was the timer, the bell rang.
Oh,
Yeah, and I
wow.
didn't hear. I was so in the moment, I didn't hear the bell ding.
Sure.
Yeah.
That was the end of the first or end of
That
the
was the
fight?
last round.
The last round?
Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, the first 2 rounds he took me down and just
So
beat me
you
up.
you lost the fight
Yeah.
by decision? Oh,
29-28.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was always like more nerve wracking for me to fight somebody that I wasn't scared of, like compared to somebody like I thought I was gonna beat up.
Sure.
Because I just like somebody that you think you can beat up has a chance of winning, and if
Will
they beat you,
surprise you.
yeah, man. And
Yeah.
it's like people that I thought was scary. If they beat me, I wasn't so embarrassed. I wasn't so
Sure.
scared to lose in front of people.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is wild, dude.
So what are you doing rest of the night? Is this it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah,
Got any
just
plans
chilling,
tomorrow?
talking about fights. Tomorrow, do something with the kids.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's about it. Do something with the kiddos.
You ever take them to there's this place called the Lake Caves by the eight cave, but
Oh yeah,
it's
they shut that down during COVID. You know that?
yeah, yeah. I haven't been to the eight caves in probably 20 years,
Tried
but
to go up there. They put fucking. They blocked it off. I don't know why, but
there's like
they.
there's over 100 caves up there.
Yeah,
There's caves that are just as big and long as the ape caves up there,
yeah.
and just they don't have them. There's only a couple of them you can go in there and find. But I ended up finding an old spelunking magazine from like the 1950s in the Multnomah Library, and it had a hand-drawn map of where all these caves are all around New
Wow.
Orleans. And so I spent some time with my buddies and going out and finding them. And so
Holy
yeah,
shit, dude.
I found some of them. Some of them are one of them has a creek in it.
DV Cooper probably made that map, dude.
uh, no, yeah. There's some really cool caves. There's one like less than a mile, like no, maybe like 5 miles from the ape caves that there's like spots where you have to like kind of crawl, and then there's like big drops you have to climb down,
Ah,
and they're a lot cooler in the ape caves because there's like more features you crawl over under.
sure. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, well, sorry for not fucking showing up.
Don't worry about it,
Yeah,
dude. It's
man,
all good.
I hate
We'll
being.
end
It's so
this.
rude being late. It's so rude. I hate it.